Now, we're almost there. It's December in full swing, and we've got you covered. Sunshine, holidays, long days outdoors are just around the corner. But we're also going to shine a light today on an often overlooked summer health risk. And Dr. Chanel Martinison from the Inno Health Medical Center, who's amazing, joins us to help us understand heat exhaustion and heat stroke and how to stay safe this season. I can feel the heat rising just talking
as
about
you're
it.
saying it. I'm so glad the sun is out, but of course we want to protect ourselves all around Mzansi. And I hope that you came with a pen and paper and definitely anticipant for some really good energy coming your way. Because also, besides us here in Cape Town, Zanele is out in Jersey holding it down. And good morning, gorgeous. Welcome back. I'm back. Good morning, my beautiful family. Are you guys good?
Oh,
we're so good.
Too good. How do you just rock up looking like it's just a whole new person and amazing with all that new energy? That's supposed to happen in January, girl, not in December. You look amazing.
Thank you, my beautifuls. You guys look absolutely incredible. And trust me, it's all the energy for the fact that I missed you, and I'm so stoked to be back. And Mzansi, I missed you as well. We are coming to you live from the Samsung DQX in Johannesburg, and we got so much in store for you. And I'm so glad that you are going to be with us all the way until 9 a.m. because you know nice things, right? So let me tell you what exactly is coming up on our side. We've got award-winning platinum-selling artist Noni Muji in studio, the voice behind the hit Ngimtolile and the Masadian Music Newcomer of the Year. Thank you very much. A queen that just keeps on winning. And friend, if you're hosting this festive season, we've got inspiration covered from a nostalgic Woolworths tablescape with designers Jan Duamini to beautiful Christmas blooms with horticulture expert Alex Learmont. And trust me, it is so incredible what we're going to be getting into. I think you're going to see Christmas from a whole different perspective, right? But we cannot wait for us to jump right into it. So make sure you do not go anywhere. However, right about now, it is the gorgeous Carissa that's standing by with the news headlines.
Oh, thank you so much, Zanele. We look forward to the rest of the show. But to get things kick-started, let's start out with your national news headlines, where presidential spokesperson Vincent Magwenya has confirmed that the final report of the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry will be released publicly, following concerns that the interim report submitted to President Cyril Ramaphosa tomorrow would remain confidential. Now, the commission, established after serious allegations of interference in police investigations, is examining the infiltration of law enforcement and intelligence institutions by criminal syndicates. Now, some witnesses are expected to return to provide additional evidence. Magwenya stressed that the final report will be made public once the commission concludes its work. In other news in the country, President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the keynote address at National Reconciliation Day today at the Ngoma Museum in KwaZulu-Natal. Now, the event, led by the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture and the KwaZulu-Natal government, follows the theme, quote, reaffirming reconciliation for future generations, end quote, encouraging South Africans to strengthen unity, forgiveness and nation building. Now, the historic Battle of Blood River site highlights the importance of remembering the past while promoting peace. Reconciliation Day, redefined in 1995, offers a chance for dialogue, healing, as well as building a shared future. Taking a look further afield at your international newsmaking headlines, where at least 37 people have died after flash floods struck Morocco's coastal Safi region, leaving widespread devastation in the port city. Now, torrential rain on Sunday swept cars and debris through streets, inundating at least 70 homes in the old city centre and injuring dozens. Now, access routes were blocked by damage and rubble, hampering movement in and out of Safi. Search and rescue operations continue as authorities assess the damage. Now, experts link the disaster to climate-driven extremes following 7 consecutive years of drought, with more rain expected. In other news, tributes are pouring in following the deaths of acclaimed filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, who were found at their Brentwood home in Los Angeles. Now, police have arrested their son Nick Reiner on homicide charges, and he is being held on a $4 million bond. Now, investigators continue to examine the scene as the inquiry unfolds. Reiner, aged 78, was celebrated for directing enduring favorites, including When Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men, and The Princess Bride, films that helped define modern Hollywood storytelling worldwide even today. And ending off on this note, where hundreds of skiers dressed as Santa Claus turned Sunday River ski resorts in Maine in the U.S. into a joyful red-clad winter spectacle, raising money for charity as part of the annual Santa Sunday event. Now, participants, all in full Santa gear with beards and hats, carved down the slopes to kick off the holiday season and support the River Fund Maine, which backs youth education and recreation programs. Now, families and spectators cheered from the sidelines, enjoying the festive atmosphere, hot cocoa and seasonal music. This long-running fundraiser has become a beloved community tradition, blending seasonal fun with giving back ahead of Christmas. And considering it's only 9 days away, that's definitely the Christmas cheer that we need. So where we leave your 6 o'clock news, we'll check in again at 7. For now, though, it's time for your sporting highlights.
And highlights there were. Thank you, my friend. Let's start with some cricketing news from afar. Tim Seifert smashing the first century of the Big Bash League season as the Melbourne Renegades, they beat the Brisbane Heat by 14 runs. Here's 102, backed by Oliver Peake's rapid 57, lifting the hosts to a massive 212 for 5. Despite half centuries from Colin Munro and Jimmy Pearson, the Heat falling short in that chase, but a great way to start the tournament. Now we get into some rugby, and the Bulls facing a mounting selection crisis ahead of Saturday's URC derby up against the Sharks. First off, fly half Cade Volhutter on crutches, and then rising star Chiswell Juster sidelined by a shoulder injury. Several other injuries and uncertainty over Springbok availability adding to coach Johan Ackermann's concerns as the team returns from England with minimal preparation time, and not the best time out on the road either. Now let's get into the footballing lane once again as Roma stayed hot on Inter Milan's heels with a narrow 1-0 Serie A win. That was over Como, maintaining their perfect record when scoring first this season. They've got the algorithm. Wesley's second half strike provided that decisive moment on a pretty subdued night in Rome as Gianpiero Gasparini's side showed their trademark control to now move within 3 points of the league leaders. Now let's stay with footballing moments, and this one, there was very little, I suppose, heat or emotion in it that led to a brilliant game. Trying to wrap our heads around this one, Bournemouth came from behind to earn a thrilling 4-4 draw against Manchester United. Amad Diallo and Casemiro opened the scoring for United. Then Antoine Semenyo scored the first for Bournemouth, and Eli Junior Krupi netting the decisive 84th minute goal to rescue a point in a roller coaster Premier League clash. Not a cup competition, nothing really in it. Where did that one come from? Well, we are here for those kind of scorelines, and we'll go through all of those scores again at around 7 o'clock. Let's get our first dose of our Tuesday morning weather. So let's start up north in Polokwane, and after a mostly clear start to the week, you'll start off your day with a cool 16 degrees, climbing to a warm 27 degrees today. Balmy. UV index will be extreme, so please wear that SPF, and you can expect some light winds coming in from the east. Brace for significant weather changes as Wednesday afternoon brings some isolated thunderstorms, and that could develop into scattered storms by the evening. And you can look at the extended look Thursday, looking to be the wettest day of the week, so just bear that in mind. Some strong winds there as well. Moving to Jozi and Johannesburg, you're going to see a noticeable change to the City of Gold. The UV index for today will be extreme, so please remember to wear your caps and sunscreen. Temperatures starting off at a cool 15, but that's going to get up to 24 degrees. You can take a look at your full spectrum throughout the week. A couple of thunderstorms expected, but generally those temps in your mid-20s. Moving inland to Bloem, starting off strong with an extreme UV index of 11. That's massive, so please be careful. You'll experience a partly cloudy day with an expected high of 30 degrees. As you look forward throughout the week, it's going to stay pretty hot with some scattered showers, upper 20s by Thursday and Friday, and then really pumping by the weekend. Let's see if the same can be said of our playground. Move down to Durbs. You can expect mostly sunny skies. Your temperature starting on 24, so it's going to cook today. 32 degrees your high. Moderate winds will blow from the northeast, and that humidity is going to be impressive with a little bit of cloud cover to drive that right up. You will get some showers throughout the week as well. East London, slummies today. You've got significant change headed your way in the region after a partly cloudy start. Some scattered thunderstorms are likely to develop later this afternoon. Your temps will range between 19 and 28. And looking throughout the week, pretty moderate, nothing too hectic to worry about as we progress to Gqeberha. And today brings partly cloudy skies with afternoon showers and a chance of thunderstorms to be aware of. Temps are going to range from 18 to a nice warm 27. Not widespread, there will be some storms and they could bring a little heavier rain as we progress, but you'll see those temperatures up and down this week, getting hot though. Plenty of sunshine by the weekend. Now moving down the Garden Route in Knysna, partly cloudy weather conditions expected for your region. Temps ranging between 17 and 24 degrees. Moderate winds coming in from the south-southwest. Nice gentle atmosphere, I think, perfect for the sea. And it's going to look pretty good throughout the week as well. We continue down that beautiful coastline to George today. You can expect a lovely day. Mostly sunny skies. Your temps rising from 16 to a comfortable 24. Oh man, I hope you are right now in George. The rest of the week looking pretty good. You've got some light rain expected towards the end of the week as well, but the temps ranging in your mid-20s. And then down in the mother city, we're going to see that change, increasing cloudiness and a likely chance of showers later this evening. It started out quite warm already, climbing from that 17 pretty quickly up to a high of 22. Light winds expected from the south. And the rest of the week looking pretty moderate as well, dominated by sunny and increasingly windy weather moving towards that weekend. But we're going to be playing in the upper 20s by Sunday, and we are here for that. We are also here for Benny Bernarde's photo from Ilovo Beach in KZN. Oh man, 30 degrees is what you will be feeling a little bit later in the day. But I hope you're not doing anything right now. Just taking a moment, maybe with a cup of coffee, your flask in your hand, and soaking up that beautiful view. Thank you, Benny. We love you for that. 063-036-9649. That is how you can share your sunrise view with us, and we'd love. I'm not saying it's competition, but I think you can beat Benny's. We'd love to see your view out of your window, what your morning walk looks like, and especially on an important day like Reconciliation Day, we are all going to be asking the question, actually, what do we do today, and why is it so important?
Listen, my Graham, that is exactly what we're jumping on into, because Mzansi, we always love when we get to have conversations, right? It's always fun on the TV screen, but we also love getting to catch up either on WhatsApp, on hashtag Expresso, on all our social media platforms. And this morning, for our Good Morning Post, we want to ask you, in terms of your Reconciliation Day, how are you spending it? Are you relaxing? Are you going out there and living your best life? Are you reconciliating with somebody or something? We need to hear from you, and we want you to come on through 063-036-9649. Send us that voice note, or you can just make sure that you get an answer in on our social media streets on hashtag Expresso Show. And have a good time. But this, my friend, is where we also say you got to make sure that you do not go anywhere. Why? Because we 100% have still got so much coming up. The menu is full. It's delicious. It's nutritious. And we are so excited for it. You got to stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. Hopefully you are dreaming of those long summer days because they're right around the corner. Maybe you're on holiday right now. December, we know, brings the sunshine, the school holidays, some long road trips and packed beaches, but it also brings serious health risks that I think many of us underestimate. Maybe it just goes under the radar until it hits home. And every summer, clinics and emergency rooms see a spike in dehydration, in heat exhaustion, heat stroke, especially among children, the elderly, and people traveling long distances. Heat stroke is not just feeling too hot. It is a medical emergency that can cause organ damage or even death if ignored. It is serious. And joining us this morning to have quite a serious discussion, Dr. Chanel Tennyson from the incredible Inner Health Medical Centers to help us understand this hidden summer emergency, first of all, and what we need to do about it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We can't be on a beach every day.
Yeah.
We wish. Well, some people are like, I can be on a beach every day, and we're going to spend so much more time in the sun. Our bodies are not used to it. Just as a jumping off point, what is going on in our bodies when the heat stroke kind of kicks in, when it elevates to that level?
Okay, so there's a difference between dehydration and heat stroke. Okay, so dehydration will be fluid shortage, okay, and this is what you'd usually feel when you've been lying on the beach for too long. You can feel a bit thirsty, a bit,
Sluggish.
tired,
Yeah.
sluggish, just like, sometimes headache, sometimes dizziness, but the brain function is normal. Okay, so you're still functioning. The treatment for that is just fluid, okay? So you just take in more
Just
fluids.
rehydrate,
With
okay.
heat stroke, like you said, it is a medical emergency. So that is when the brain function actually gets affected. So patients can have confusion, slurred speech, they can collapse, they can be fainting,
It's vomiting as well. which I know is obviously not
vomiting,
related to the brain.
seizures, even coma. And this is when the core body temperature rises to dangerous heights and the body's cooling system fails and it just switches off. And so there's no cooling in the body.
Wow, and is it different for everybody? Is there like generally a set medium where you're like, okay, this is heat stroke territory?
Yeah.
Or is it relative?
So some people, it depends on if they are very young, get affected by it, the very old, outdoor workers, athletes, so, playing or doing athletics outside in the
level
sun.
of exposure, yeah.
Sometimes you can get heat stroke just from being outside in a few minutes. It doesn't need hours. It just depends on where your body's been at and like what level of dehydration you're at.
Should we be nervous at the start of every holiday then? Because we're seeing UV on another level at the moment. It is going to be a hot summer wherever you find yourself. Maybe a little bit of rain to temper it here and there, but
little bit.
it's going to kick in on another level now. Should we be nervous about spending the time in the sun, or is it isolated when it happens? Or because you obviously get to see the one gateway where this funnels through.
Yeah. So in South Africa, obviously our festive season is over summer, so it is always hot and people are outside more. I don't think we should be nervous. I think we should just be alert about
aware.
just to try and prevent and try and keep the water bottles nearby. Because remember, the treatment for heat stroke is active cooling. So just trying to cool the person down and immediately in calling for help.
I was going to say, because when you say a medical emergency, and this has happened to my then girlfriend, gorgeous wife, while we were on a very far away from civilization, and it was quite scary to see what happened, but it didn't take a huge amount to affect positive change. So what do we do in that instance if we can't access an emergency worker or someone to help us immediately? What's that first response?
Yeah, so first, if the person is in the sun, get them into a cool shaded area. Okay, so just get them in a cool space. Don't try and...
Get both of yourselves in a cool space.
Yes, don't try and cool them down in the sun. So just try and cool them down in the shade. Get water on them, cloths, and just try and, actively cool their bodies. And then try to call for help as soon as you can, because obviously their kidneys can fail and it can lead to a lot of other things.
I was going to ask, what are the knock-on effects now? Why is this such a terrifying thing?
Yeah, so it can, like you said, organs can fail. So when you're dehydrated, your body is just completely shut down. It's not cooling. Those patients aren't even sweating anymore. They're not even sweating to cool down their bodies. They're actually just completely dry. They can be lethargic and they can be confused. And obviously when it gets to seizures, that's obviously when the brain is affected.
That's when the damage
we don't want to get to the
done,
coma and those things. But in terms of dehydration, your kidneys can be affected. And then that's when you're going to need the IV fluids and those types of things.
I was going to say, because I remember electrolytes being used to help balance and rehydrate, and often water just isn't enough from a rehydration perspective. How do we prevent this?
Yeah.
Is it just about saying limit the amount of time in the sun, or are there ways that we can mitigate?
Yeah. With water, a lot of people think even that's a rehydration, but it's not rehydrating because it's not electrolytes. So water actually brings down your sodium even more because it actually
Dilutes the mix.
dilutes the mix. So you actually need to add in the electrolytes as well. But in terms of preventing, so trying to keep your water nearby, keep rehydrate nearby, towels nearby, do not leave any kids or pets in the car, even if it's for a short, brief moment. Try and wear lighter, thinner clothing when out in
Something
the
that's a bit more
sun.
reflective.
Try to be in the shade a little bit and not in the direct sun. And then obviously alcohol is not rehydrating either.
I was going to say, well, just
Dehydrates.
hot summer days out on the beach and alcohol generally don't blend so well
Yes.
by the end of the day.
Yes.
That generally turns a bit messy. Are there any pre-factors that we need to consider that make a person more prone to this kind of, we've spoken about age, obviously, and
Yes.
that would
Yeah.
logically work.
Yeah.
Are there any other conditions or things that would kind of spice this up dramatically?
Yeah, so other than the young, so kids, other than the elderly, pregnant women, obviously, because they're taking a lot more of their body
Yeah, there's a lot more
expenditure.
going on, yeah.
Breastfeeding moms are obviously at risk, athletes outside, outdoor workers, and then chronic illnesses, and then people who are on chronic medications, like diuretics. So diuretics will make them urinate a lot more.
You're gonna
So
dehydrate,
obviously
yeah.
dehydrating them a lot more, and then some stimulants as well. So just to be aware of medications that patients are taking and or family members are taking.
All I can hear is one of my mates or maybe my mom saying, just don't get ahead of yourself. Just keep your
Take
head.
it easy.
But that's the bottom line. In summer, it is so easy. We feel like we've earned the right to squeeze
to
every...
lie in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, we've only got 4 or 5 days to save it, but just do it in spurts. Just look after yourself. You know how you feel, but I think look out for those early warning signs.
Yes.
You can see the effect of heat, but once it starts ramping up, it is a medical emergency. Heat stroke is no joke. Look after you and look after your little ones. But get out there and enjoy the sun if you can. Go and have a holiday, man. No, please don't go on a holiday while the rest of us are in the sun. We'll continue now.
We look forward to part 2 of that discussion happening in just a little bit, but I've got some urgent news. It's another day of Clover's Crush's 10 days of 10 giveaways. And at this point, we should know already than to estimate Berry and Cherry. Those two are just always up to mischief. Just when you think they've calmed down, they've now opened what looks like a whole business venture in the kitchen. Graham, am I right in assuming this?
Excuse me, but I think they stole our business idea. We've been talking about a food truck for the longest time, but it looks like the smoothie station is now open. First of all, this is just going too far, okay? Well, actually, I quite like this. It's a little bit more helpful than they normally are every day. But this is now going to make it seem like we actually have to cook and do stuff in the kitchen. Berry, Cherry, guys, slow down. In fact, where is the other naughty little one? Where? Oh, now I'm a little bit nervous.
I've been trying to look for her all day. Where could they be? I don't know. Okay, hopefully they'll appear really soon because these two truly bring new meaning to just kitchen chaos all around. But the real question is always, where are they hiding? Graham, have you got any sights on the other one? Or-
I'm nervous now. Now I'm looking up, I'm looking around. Maybe they've attached to a light somewhere. We've seen how naughty they are willing to be, and now I'm really, really nervous. I've been stuck at home with naughty elves alone, so I'm a little bit traumatized by just how naughty elves can be. But I can't see a thing, and it's making me very nervous. Nothing by the drums, waiting for a brum-tish. Nothing there, no one operating heavy machinery. I know, I can't find him anywhere, and I'm terrified.
Berry, Cherry. Berry's
Behind
right over
them!
here the entire time. Hello, Berry. Okay. We found both the elves, which means that that's a good sign, all right? At least we know where their hands are. We need to make sure that we keep our eyes on them at all times. But right now, let me plug you in to Clover Crush's 10 days of 10 giveaways. Now, some of the exciting prizes, as you know, from the sleek smart TV to the powerful air fryer, have already been claimed. But here's the good news, Mzansi. The festive magic is nowhere near finished. Now, there's still an incredible lineup still waiting to be won by you. Now, first and foremost, there is, of course, the Field Bar Drinks Box Cooler 10-litre, valued at 2,699 Rand. There's the Le Creuset voucher worth 4,000 Rand up for grabs. And then, of course, the grand prize, a huge 536-litre 4-door water dispenser fridge valued at 69,999 Rand. Can you imagine all the groceries you can fit in there, all the the leftovers, all the drinks and smoothies. Now, if you do want in, this sounds like your kind of competition. Go ahead and visit the competition posts on the Expresso or Clover Crush's socials. Snap a photo of the mischief your elves are causing with your crushed cranberry and cherry juice at home. But do remember to tag Clover Crush and also include hashtag Crush Festive. Now, the competition closes midday Wednesday, the 17th of December. Listen, that's this Wednesday, as in tomorrow. So T's and C's, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com. But go ahead and snap away your mischievous elves, as ours have also been getting up to some crazy, crazy business. But right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we still have so much more coming your way. Let's get into the fact that part 2 of that conversation with Dr. Chanel Martinison is coming your way. So prepare yourself. It comes straight after this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying indoors. I'm going to try and incentivize you stay indoors just a little bit longer because it's dangerous out there. The sun is hectic. No, it's actually beautiful and it's going to be a beautiful day, but we want you to be protected. And we are back with Dr. Chanel Martinison, continuing our conversation on staying safe during extreme summer heat. And it will get extreme this year, I've no doubt. Many heat-related emergencies are preventable with simple habits. And we now focus on some practical steps, small changes in hydration, timing and awareness that can make a very big difference. Doc, thank you so much for being here. I'm realizing this is quite a nuanced conversation to have, and it's really good that we are having it because we kind of blanket heat, water, sorted. As long as I'm hydrated, I'll be okay, and that's not the case. How much is enough water in extreme cases? Now that we know that not all that water is going to be absorbed, the salts, the electrolytes, that's what our body needs. So how do we maintain that balance?
So there's no magic number that every single person needs because everybody's body is different. But what I like to tell my patients is at least a glass of water per 10 kilograms that you weigh. So you're not going to fluid overload somebody who's like 40 kilograms. For sure,
and dilute that system.
And dilute. So like we said earlier, you need the rehydrate and the electrolytes to be added to it. So in general, adults will be in summer about 2 to 3 liters a day. And then just trying not to just dilute the sodium even further. So adding those
would you recommend having electrolytes in your water as you kind of mission through the day kind of thing?
I think in summer it's a good idea because during the festive season I think we're also busy and trying to get things done and we don't even realize that we're not drinking enough water. We actually, out of our routine, we're not doing the things we would have usually been doing.
We're also putting a lot of other stuff into our body. And
which
when
we think is rehydrating.
Exactly. And what does alcohol actually do to your body? And even just overindulgence.
Yes.
Because you've got to draw resources from one space to deal with another.
So it's actually actually it's dehydrating you even more. So you're thinking I'm taking in the alcohol because I'm actually rehydrating.
It's got ice in it. I mean, come on, you know.
Surely some water. But it's actually dehydrating your cells even more. So you are actually sending that sodium even more up. And then you're thinking you're getting enough. And even with caffeine, it actually can dehydrate you as well.
Sure.
So just because you're taking in fluids doesn't mean you actually dehydrate.
Yeah, there are some active ingredients that work in the opposite direction, unfortunately. Water everywhere, not a drop to drink. How do we manage this then? What are some great hydration tips that you've recommended to the families and patients?
Yeah, so I think taking in small, frequent sips of water throughout the day. Okay, so yes, water, but adding some electrolytes during the summer season. Try not to drink a whole lot at once, but actually trying to, just
let your body
slowly,
absorb
gradually
and actually
absorb
use it.
Yes, so trying to keep that nearby, even when you're going on road trips and at the beach, try and keep the electrolytes and water nearby. And then trying, obviously, like we said earlier, was just not overdressing and trying to be in the shade a lot more, watching those high-risk patients, so the elderly and the kids.
What if someone's presenting high risk, but they aren't, and some people just struggle with the heat, okay? And I can joke about it and I can poke fun at it, but it's often a difficult, it's a difficult line to walk. So when are we pushing through and when are we saying, okay, I actually need to take cognizance of this, this could be dangerous?
So when you start to notice, so if someone is hot and they are confused, it's a medical emergency.
The confusion, the mental state.
Yes.
Okay.
So if they are very hot, they're not sweating, there's confusion, there's some slurred speech, vomiting, nausea, they're just out of it and not making sense of what's going on, then it is a heat stroke until proven otherwise. And then you need to take it seriously. So try not to push them further. But then if they're also not getting better within 30 minutes of actively cooling them, then you need to obviously call for help.
Dangerous territory.
Yes.
Maybe there's one thing, and I suppose you're often thinking about how to distill this into a proactive notion that your patients can take on board, not by the time they reach you in your practice. But what advice would that be for families going into, and I say families because we kind of got to look after each other when we're hitting on a beach day, but just anywhere in South Africa, I think looking at the UV over this next week, it's going to be off the charts in places. What advice do you have?
Other than the hydration and just, trying to not to be out in the sun in those peak high hours, so like the 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in South Africa would be very high sun UV. But what I would say is that to check yourself, check your urine, actually. That's a good indicator. If your urine is pale yellow, then you know that you are hydrating well enough. If it is dark and concentrated, then you know you are going more towards the dehydration state. And then trying to, obviously work on that. So you can try as much as you can.
And just mitigate. Know that if you are going to be going into, because we always make choices, and ultimately you want to sit on the beach during the beautiful hours of the day and maximize that in your family to have that fun, but you don't want to lose 2-3 days of your holiday because one of your tribe has literally ended up in hospital. What happens when it escalates in that way? How do we treat it? What starts to happen within the body when organs, for instance, start to fail?
Hopefully by that time you're in hospital already. Hopefully the emergency services have arrived. But like I said, if a patient is hot and they are confused, we need to call for help. Actively cool them, not just give fluids. I mean, cool
literally
their bodies.
Bucket of ice.
On their bodies, trying to cool, because remember with heat stroke, it's the internal, the core body temperature is actually very high. So once it gets to that point of fluid dehydration and the kidneys are not functioning anymore, that's when you start to get the coke-colored urine and that type of thing, and then hopefully you would have had the IV fluids already. So definitely get the person to the hospital as soon as possible.
And what can happen to those organs if you can't?
And you need organ transplants and dialysis and...
That's crazy.
Yeah. Or the seizures, obviously, it doesn't always mean it's going to be a long-term thing if you get seizures. It doesn't mean you have epilepsy when you have seizures
long-term brain damage.
So it doesn't mean it will affect you long-term, but you obviously don't want to get to that point because there is an injury that happens. And
I'm laying it on thick now because this is something that we just don't even think about when you leave the house. And it's fine for ourselves, and I think of the hours I've spent running on the mountain with no sunscreen, thinking I'm...
No hat.
I'm toughening up, yeah, because I can push through, because I want to become more kind of resilient to the heat. But our little ones don't have that. We as grown-ups probably don't have it either. But we also aren't prepared for the level of heat and the increase because we've been indoors. So just gradually ease out there and be proactive. Wear caps, wear sunscreen, avoid the peak hours if you can, and just look after each other. I think ultimately just make sure that you're safe, because the repercussions here are dire. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Well, as long as there's light at the end of the tunnel, I think we'll be all right. Right now, I know that schools are closed across the country, but listen, back to school season is around the corner. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got to prepare ourselves. And whether you're a color coder or a highlighter hero or even a neat notes ninja, Artline has everything that you need to stay organized. And to celebrate, they're giving you the chance to win a year's supply of Artline back to school essentials worth 5,000 Rand. See, now you're listening, because even though everybody is switched off, we want to all be prepared for 2026.
I am kind of making notes for 2026 already.
got to.
So it's right. It's not called the work of 2026.
Yeah.
It's the preparation. So it's still 2025.
100%.
It's notes.
Okay, 2026, is it 2020 fix or 2020 flex for you?
Oh, flex.
2020 flex.
For sure.
I'm
It's about time
here
for
for
a
it.
flex, I think, eh?
so.
I'm down with
A
that.
well-deserved flex. Let's get into that.
I like that.
All right, so as you know,
What's-
everybody studies differently, Greg.
Uh-huh.
We've got chunky chunks here.
I know, but this is permanent,
oh,
man. I
no.
can't draw
Okay, one of these,
That's
one of
what I'm
these.
saying. I keep drawing permanent marker everywhere in the studio, and I'm going to get into trouble
Now
at
you
some
know
point.
it's guilty. Some of us really do love clean, crisp, fine liner notes. Others need those big, bold highlighter moments, so stick to the highlighters. And some of us go full Picasso with coloring pens. We've been asking you, what's your ultimate study style with Artline? And thank you so much for weighing in on that conversation. Are you team notes with the fine liners, team highlights with the highlighters, or team color with the coloring pens? Of course, Artline has got all of the above. I've written notes.
Did you do a calligraphy
got
course? I'm
notes.
just drawing a table mountain.
I've learned something
because I can.
new.
Visual, auditory, reading, writing.
AKA FARC. I'm joking. VARC.
I'm using that. Fark is how it's going to stay forever.
It's different
like
study
that.
methods that people go by: visual, auditory, reading, or even kinesthetic.
So, like movement.
Yeah, it basically says hands-on doing or experience.
So you play rugby outside and you learn like that.
Now
It's
I know
kinetic.
maths.
It's moving.
Exactly, 100%.
But it really is absolutely true. It's worth doing a little bit of investigation to find out what pushes your buttons.
It's true.
It made the world of difference when I figured out how to mind map and kind of take a picture and turn that into information and vice versa.
Sure.
That was the mode for
Game
me.
changer, right?
Game changer.
Oh my gosh. Well, all you have to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages with your answers. How do you study? And don't forget to use that hashtag ArtlineAfrica. We look forward to those for sure. Keep those entries coming and you could be the lucky winner of a year's supply of
Wow.
Artline back to school essentials worth 5,000 Rand. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of pens and fine liners. Competition closes this Friday, the 19th of December, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Good luck. Yeah, we need some
And
wind.
more artwork.
Oh, you can make my day.
Summer's heating up, and so are the prizes with Plascon's Win All Summer Competition. Stand to win the ultimate holiday to the Maldives with 200,000 Rand, plus loads of weekly and monthly prizes. From shopping vouchers, JBL speakers, cash prizes, and unforgettable getaways to either Dubai, Zanzibar, Cape Town, or Vic Falls. To enter, simply spend 1,000 Rand or more on any Plascon product and choose one of 4 easy ways to submit your entry. Competition closes 28 February. T's and C's apply. Win all summer with Plascon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It sure is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, days away from Christmas. But listen, there's more urgent news that we've got to get to. Today, we're joined by Tyler Robinson and Cody Burtish, who've basically cooked their way into the top 4 of Tastemaster Junior Season 2 with skill, with grit, with creativity, and of course, with all the confidence beyond their years. Now, they'll be chatting to us about their journey so far, and also, most importantly, the lessons that they've learned along the way and what it takes to stay focused as the finals draw closer. And guys, I got anxious just saying that. The finals are knocking, hey? Yeah. Are we feeling it? Are you feeling excited, anxious, confident?
Yeah, I'm
Cody?
pretty confident.
You're feeling
I can
confident?
make it to the finals.
Okay, and how are we feeling, Tyler?
I'm also feeling pretty confident and just really excited to see what we got. Yeah.
Nice. You know, between the two of you, there can only be one winner, right? Well, between the 4 of you,
Yeah.
but right now on the couch, listen, the beef mustn't continue, eh? We must be friends till the end. But congratulations on making it so far. The top 4 is an incredible achievement in and of itself. How does it really feel to have made it this far?
It feels so great to make it this far, and just like, because when I joined this competition, I didn't really know how far I was going to make it, and every step going further in competition has just been so exciting, and it's just been such a journey.
Oh, I mean, do you share the sentiments, Cody? How's it feel for you?
Yeah, it's super cool and crazy to come this far because I thought I'd just be knocked out in the first round.
Oh, for real. And now look at you guys go. Okay, at this stage, as we know, competition is strong. It's like head to head, the top 4. So what do you think sets you apart from the rest of the competition? Cody, I'm going to start with you.
I don't know, maybe that like just more creative. I think differently, maybe.
Okay, the creativity. Tyler, what are you bringing to the
I
table?
think my styles of like cooking and baking, I always just like pack them with flavor, and I think that's really important when it comes down to the judges and all that. So yeah,
And how the judges been so far? Quite hectic, eh?
really strict.
Strict, as they should be. It's good. They're preparing you for the big old world out there. I love to see it. But I've also been told that you guys have actually become friends outside of the competition, which is why I was saying there can't be any beef, regardless of who wins this. So how does it feel actually standing together, toe-to-toe, at this point in the competition, considering that you guys are buddies?
Yeah, it feels pretty good that we've both made it so far, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can both get to the finals.
Is that the hope?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And they hopefully like go against each other in the finals.
Ooh, that's going to be quite good TV to watch as well. So if the one or the other wins, are we going to support each other, or how are we going to do this?
Maybe
After the fact, eh?
Yeah.
First, it's a little bit of a scowl, and then we get into it, okay? Has your friendship, rather, made for stronger competition, and especially in the kitchen? I mean, do you guys feel like you're friends in the kitchen, or kind of like going head-to-head as enemies?
Nah, I feel like we're pretty
Yeah,
friends.
definitely.
Yeah?
Friendly in the kitchen, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. Well, guys, I definitely look forward to seeing the rest of your journeys play out. What are you bringing when it comes to the final? Besides your creativity and flavor, what do you think is really going to push you to the end there?
I'd probably say just my passion for food in general.
And yours? Yours too?
Yeah, I don't know, really.
And do you guys see yourselves in the kitchen going forward outside of this competition? What does the future look like?
You go.
You can go, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd say I definitely see myself somewhere in the world in the kitchen one
Yeah.
day, because this is what I want to do, so wherever it takes me.
Oh, that's amazing. Sweet, savory, either one?
Yeah, anything.
Either one? Okay, you, Cody?
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but yeah.
It's a
just
big
gotta see
question,
where
right?
it goes, yeah.
Okay, well, that's really exciting, and we definitely look forward to seeing the rest of you guys' journey. And thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you luck. We'll send up prayers. We'll cross the fingers and the toes. It has been an incredible journey, as you've seen Mzansi, definitely seeing their growth and determination and their passion that shines on through. We're talking about the Tastemaster Junior competition, but don't go anywhere, because in a moment, Tyler and Cody will be heading into our kitchen to put their skills to the test as they create a mystery ingredient breakfast platter. We look forward to that right there. But if you're wondering in terms of the semi-final that's taking place coming very soon, have a look at this.
Things are about to get a whole lot sweeter on the Tastemaster Junior this Tuesday evening at 7:30 on SABC2.
Let's get baking.
The pressure is really on.
I hope I make it.
It's going good. My stress is out of the roof.
I just need assistance at this point.
I'm positive I'll make it all in time.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't even know what to do.
Who will taste sweet victory and earn a spot in the grand finale? Tuesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. on SABC2.
Oh, man, I love the fact that we're having such a beautiful morning already. It's what you deserve on Reconciliation Day, okay? And we thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're coming to us from your bed. I hope that that is exactly what you're doing, having a nice cup of coffee. And while you do that, we'll do the hard stuff, which is letting you in on the greatness that Maxwell and Williams has for you. Because when the sun is shining, my friend, the braai is beckoning. And today's chef, author, and Feed My Tribe host, Mule Setati, shows us how to elevate a summer snack table with a refined and flavor-forward twist, all thanks to Maxwell and Williams. Take a look.
In South Africa, the holidays aren't just about fancy meals. They're about the braais, the chats, and of course, all these delicious snacks that I have here for you. Today, we're setting up an easy, relaxed braai table, the meze kind of spread that everyone gravitates towards while the fire gets going. So today we've got Maxwell and Williams, and we're showcasing this absolutely bold and beautiful black caviar serveware range from them. I absolutely love it. It brings an instant style to the table, even for the simplest snacks. Think chips and dips. For the kids, you know they love them. Society's hot off the grill, and of course some olives, biltong, nuts, hummus and breads, all served in this beautiful range for a beautiful casual moment with just a little bit more fun. This is what hosting looks like in summer. It's effortless, it's beautiful, and it's totally South African. My tribe, this Christmas, I want you guys to keep your snacks simple but stunning. Use a mixture of beautiful bold colors, as I have, some fresh herbs and breads, and festive shapes to dress the platters, like I've done. Pops of red, green, gold always work best for me. And just making sure that you make the smallest bit look absolutely magical. Set up the perfect bride day with Maxwell and Williams, and don't forget to visit maxwellandwilliams.co.za. Enjoy your bride day, guys. Love you.
Chef Mule, what would we do without you? Tell me, because this is exactly what we need, getting us ready for Christmas. And you know Maxwell and Williams always has South Africa, so look, you don't need to go any further than right where we are. And you can make your next meze amazing with beautiful mix and match serveware available now at maxwellandwilliams.co.za. It's so simple to be able to spoil yourself, spoil your loved ones, and just allow Christmas to be what it needs to be with Maxwell and Williams. We still got so much coming up on the show, and of course, we stay cooking in the kitchen. And speaking of which, my amazing Graham, what is happening that side? What are you cooking up, my darling?
I feel evil right now. So we've got Cody and Tyler, Tastemaster Junior superstars, heading into our semi-finals. So we thought we'd just terrify them even more and make them go head-to-head in a challenge right now. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to soften the blow when you guys meet in that final, because now you've said it on the manifestation station, eh? Everything you speak into existence on that couch is going to happen, man. So it's there. So you're going to be in the final, but can you deal with the heat? So we're going to create some heat in the kitchen right now, and we're going to make a very controversial breakfast platter. No, it's not controversial. If you can make it controversial if you want to. So how are you guys about breakfast? Are you big breakfast eaters at home?
Sometimes. It just really depends on how much time I have.
Well, I'm going to give you no time at all this morning, and it's going to be terrifying. In fact, how much time do we have for this? I'm going to ask the deity upstairs. How long do the gents have to cook? 1:30. That's just evil. Hey, I told you, I warned you. It's going to get nasty in here. All right, so you've got a beautiful array of ingredients. You can get creative, you can get funky, you can be simplistic. It's up to you, and we will let the viewers judge you. No judgy judges today, but our viewers are quite judgy as well because they like good food. So 1.5 minutes. I know it's not a lot. All right, so are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got your little skillet things here. You are going to create spectacular breakfast platters in 3, 2, 1, go for it. I don't even know what you're cooking. I couldn't even find an egg, but something's getting heated up. I like that because we want something with a bit of extra impact for breakfast on TV. So I'm thinking flapjacks with chocolate chips. I love it. Tyler, what's going through your mind here? I could see the mental arithmetic when you looked at these ingredients. What are you creating?
Just hopefully something that tastes good and looks also good, because plating is always really important in that, because you eat with your eyes, and yeah.
Completely. And it's you'd be amazed at how much you can get away with if it looks good. I think that's been the secret to us on this show. Cooking under pressure is something that I'm not good at, which is quite weird, seeing as I do it all the time on TV. But I've realized that if I have the time, I'll use every second I have. How do you deal with the pressure of cooking? And I'll ask you because you're dealing with pressure right now. Cody, how do you handle pressure at the best of times?
I just don't think about it and just focus on what I'm doing.
Try not to listen to the guy standing right next to you talking in your ear while you're trying to cook.
Yeah.
All right, so we got flapjacks on the go. That's great. You got a minute left. Gentlemen, a minute left to cement your names in culinary history, because this is all that really matters if you win the breakfast challenge on Expresso. The finale of Tastemaster Junior, that'll be like a nice second if you can get there. Okay, so flapjacks are on and have made it. We've got some banana moving into our space. Beautiful display. Well done, Tyler. You got 30 seconds left to get me something special and beautiful onto that plate. Hopefully this gets the nerves and the adrenaline out of your system before you have to do your semi-final battle later. Oh, look at that. 15 seconds left. Get it onto a plate, young man. Get it onto a plate.
8, 7, 6,
5.
4,
And I'm going to say it
3,
slowly. And 1.5. Done. Boom. Okay, let's push them to the middle. Terrifying, but absolutely beautiful. I wanted something controversial. Just look at that. Okay, that is actually really impressive for a minute and a half. Can we get a round of applause? So they do this to us all the time. They'll put ingredients out there just to confuse you. There is no way you could have used a stick of celery in some kind of breakfast creation. They look beautiful. Give it a name. Tyler, you got to name it. It's good. It's
Strawberry pancake.
Strawberry pancake. I love it because that is a beautifully treated strawberry. What are you going to call your...
I don't know.
It's the mystery prize.
Banana.
So this, I'm sorry that we put you guys through this, but it really is, for me, the crux of what you guys go through in this show. And people don't realize how hectic it is having to cook under pressure. If you had a whole lot of time to be able to create a breakfast platter, what would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably make maybe French toast with some bacon, some syrup, and then something to like top it off.
I love that. I have once made a full loaf of French toast, literally a full loaf on my own, not even feeding my family. What would you do if you had the time, 3 hours to prepare a breakfast platter? What direction would you go?
I would probably maybe make like a nice big English breakfast with some muffins there and everything, yeah.
Man, can we have another challenge? Can we have a round 2 of the challenge? And we're going to call it the English Breakfast Challenge. I absolutely love the sound of both of that. The bottom line is you guys can do absolutely anything from this base point. We have seen chefs come onto the show, and this is it. This is where it begins, why we call it the manifestation station. If you speak it into existence while you're in these moments, then it happens. And you guys have done more than what most chefs in this country have been able to do on live TV, under pressure. It's crazy. And you guys are kids. I know I'm saying that. We keep highlighting the fact that you aren't even grown up yet. But it's amazing because I know the value of being a little bit older is I'm going to interview you in 3-4 years' time and see where you are based on what you've done. So well done. I know you guys love each other, but let a little of this out the window when you've got to do the showdown, because they are going to be doing battle. And it's awesome. I love the fact that young chefs are carrying this can for South Africa right now. But of course, you guys can be inspired as well. It's all about festive flair, friendly competition, and hopefully you're going to be inspired to do that in your own kitchens over the holidays. Maybe a little bit of sibling rivalry can kick in, but the most important part of this element, watch their journey unfold. Be sure to catch the next episode of Tastemaster Junior, where we find out who is going to make it into the top 3. Oh, good luck, boys. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm not saying I have a
Things
favorite.
are about to get a whole lot sweeter on the Tastemaster Junior this Tuesday evening at 7:30 on SABC2.
Let's get baking.
The pressure is really on.
I hope I make it.
It's going good. My stress is out of the roof.
I just need assistance at this point.
I'm positive I'll make it all in time.
Uh-oh, what happened? I don't even know what to do.
Who will taste sweet victory and earn a spot in the grand finale? Tuesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. on SABC2.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, our naughty elves are very busy. We are preparing for a festive table. Thank you, team. We'll bring you some extra creativity in just a moment, and we kickstart the second hour of the show. Going to have a whole lot of festive fun today because I think we need it. And we can add to that with 89 million rand in our Powerball jackpot today. What a way to round off your year. So by now, hopefully you know how to do it. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can go in-store when they open. You can use their app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. Generally, there's a little drop down, or you can dial *120 *7529# and get the USSD and follow the prompts. Super easy. When you think that 89 million rand is on the other side of that journey, you got to take that first step. So head over to our socials, get all of those details, and all the best of luck. Ponder, push, or play your Powerball for 89 million rand today. You can ponder that as we go through our sporting and news headlines.
Thank you so much, team, and thank you so much, Graham. That leads us to just 8 o'clock on the dot, or at least 7 o'clock on the dot. Let's get into your national news headlines, where the Department of Basic Education has welcomed a High Court ruling confirmed that National Senior Certificate Examination results can be published in newspapers and across accredited media platforms, in line with long-standing practice. Now, the court sets aside enforcement and infringement notice issued by the information regulator, ruling that publishing results does not violate the protection of personal information, known as the POPI-A Act. Now, the decision provides clarity for learners, parents, institutions, and the media following recent uncertainty over the publication of matric results. In other national news, presidential spokesperson Vincent Magwenya has confirmed that the final report of the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry will be released publicly, following concerns that the interim report submitted to President Cyril Ramaphosa tomorrow would remain confidential. Now, the commission, established after serious allegations of interference in police investigations, is examining the infiltration of law enforcement and intelligence institutions by criminal syndicates. Now, some witnesses are expected to return to provide additional evidence. Magwenya stressed that the final report will be made public once the commission concludes its work. Internationally speaking, Ahmed Al-Ahmad is being hailed worldwide for his bravery after disarming one of the attackers during the deadly Bondi Beach shooting in Sydney, where 15 people were killed at a Hanukkah event. Hanukkah event rather, the 43-year-old leapt into action, tackling one gunman and preventing further deaths, and was injured in the process, now undergoing surgery with support funds flowing in. Now, police have confirmed the shooters were father and son Sajid, 50, and Naveed Akram, 24 years old. Victims included a 10-year-old girl, a rabbi, a retired officer, and a Holocaust survivor. Meanwhile, at least 37 people have died after flash floods struck Morocco's Coast Safi region, leaving widespread devastation in the port city. Now, torrential rain on Sunday swept cars and debris through streets, inundating at least 70 homes in the old city centre and injuring dozens. Now, access routes were blocked by damage and rubble, hampering movement in and out of Safi. Search and rescue operations continue as authorities assess the damage. Now, experts link the disaster to climate-driven extremes following 7 consecutive years of drought, with more rain expected. And closing off with a story where a week after the now famous raccoon from Richmond, Virginia in the US went viral for breaking into a liquor store, wreaking havoc before passing out in the bathroom, the unlikely critter has become a hero for a local animal shelter. The Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter turned the raccoon's antics into a fundraiser with limited edition trashed panda merchandise, a cute nod to the nickname given to raccoons. Now, the raccoon-inspired gear has already raised more than $250,000, with all proceeds supporting the shelter's work, helping wildlife, stray animals, and emergency calls. Now, sometimes even a mischievous raccoon can make a big difference and become a hero for animals in need. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for your sporting highlights with Graham.
Thank you so much, Brendan. Let's rock on with some cricket, and it was rocking. A start to the Big Bash League. Tim Seifert smashed the first century, in fact, of the Big Bash season as the Melbourne Renegades beat the Brisbane Heat by 14 runs. Seifert's 102, backed by Oliver Peake's rapid 57, lifting the hosts to 212 for 5, a whopper. And despite half centuries from Colin Munro and Jimmy Pearson, the Heat falling short in that chase. Now let's get into rugby and throw forward to the weekend. A bit of a difficult prospect for the Bulls as they face a mounting selection crisis. And that's ahead of Saturday's URC derby up against the Sharks. That with a fly-off Cade Volhutter on crutches, and then rising star Cheswell Jooster still sidelined by his shoulder injury, and several other injuries and some uncertainty over the Springbok availability add to coach Johan Ackermann's concerns as the team returns from England. Obviously a tough tour, but with minimal preparation time as well now left. Now let's get into some footballing action from last night as Roma stayed hot on Inter Milan's heels with a narrow 1-0 Serie A win over Como, maintaining their perfect record when scoring first this season. They've clocked their algorithm. So Wesley's second half strike proved decisive on a subdued night in Rome as Gian Piero Gasparini's side showed their trademark control to move within 3 points of the league leaders. Now we stay with footballing news, trying to figure out what prompted this incredible encounter last night. Bournemouth came from behind to earn a thrilling 4-4 draw against Man United. So Amad Diallo and Casemiro opened the scoring for United, while Antoine Semenyo scored the first for Bournemouth. And then Eli Junior Krupi, he netted the decisive 84th minute goal to rescue a point in a rollercoaster Premier League clash. I have a feeling the festive run-in the Premier League is going to be quite special this year. Well, hopefully you'll run into work, if you are working today on this very special day, isn't going to be fraught, but let's find out if there's anything to report on. So let's start in Gauteng South. In fact, there is a stationary vehicle on the N1 northbound at Golden Highway affecting the right shoulder at the moment. No delays are being experienced, but just be aware of it. Wherever the road leads you this day, please remain vigilant. And as we always say, look after each other. Let's get into the weather. We start in Polokwane, where your UV index will be extreme, in fact, across the country, but please just be aware, get the SPF out. You'll start on a cool 16 degrees, climbing to a balmy 27. Some light winds coming out of the east today. Embrace for a significant change as we move through the week. You can see that inclement weather kicking in. Moving to Jersey today brings a noticeable change to the City of Gold. UV index for today will be extreme, so please look after yourself. Wear protection. Your temperatures starting on 15, going up to a nice high of 24. You'll see partly cloudy skies in the morning, some scattered thunderstorms moving, and as you move towards the weekend, obviously some heavier rain at the end of the week going into the weekend. Moving inland to Bloem, starting off strong with an extreme UV index of 11 today, so please be sure to wear your sunscreen. You'll experience a partly cloudy day with an expected high of 30 degrees. Probably feel a little hotter. That's what it's looking like throughout the week in Bloem. Some thunder showers kicking in, but the mid-20s throughout, and Thursday and Friday moving into the weekend looking good as well. Then we move to our playground, Durbs. Oh, it's cooking. It feels like a weekend. In fact, you can expect mostly sunny skies. Temps starting off with 24, going up to a high 32. Moderate winds will blow from the northeast, and you're going to need that to temper the humidity. A lot of moisture in the air at the best of times down in Durbs. And then moving down to East London, today is going to bring a significant change in your weather. You've got a partly cloudy start. Scattered thunderstorms are likely to develop this afternoon. You move from 19 to a high of 28 degrees. Throughout the week, that moderate weather will stick around. Your temperatures pretty much in the lower 20s. Moving to the GQ, Gqeberha today brings partly cloudy skies, afternoon showers and a chance of some thunderstorms. Temperatures will range from 18 to a balmy 27 degrees. And the rest of your week looking pretty good as well, albeit with some scattered cloud cover and some rain kicking in closer to the weekend. Then we hit the garden route for partly cloudy weather around Knysna. Your temperatures ranging from 17 up to 24 degrees. Nice moderate winds as well coming in from the south, keeping the atmosphere cool and gentle. That's what we want for your holiday. And the rest of the week looking pretty good as well, sticking in those mid-20s. A little bit of cloud cover kicking in over the weekend. Then staying on the garden route in George. Oh, you've got a beautiful day, lovely day, mostly sunny skies. Your temps ranges between 16 and 24 degrees, and just a light wind to take the edge off coming in from the south. And you can see your week is looking pretty good as well. Midweek, lots of sunshine, that cloud cover kicking in as we move towards the weekend. Then moving down to the mother city today is going to bring a bit of a change. Some increased cloudiness and a likely chance of showers in the evening. Your temps ranging between 17 and 22 degrees. As we look a little bit further in the week, the wind will kick in, so please do be aware. Some increasing windy weather, and to the mid-20s is where the temperatures are going to stay as a result. And from what it feels like to what it looks like, let's head to Mahlangu. This one coming from Bakona Mahlangu, in fact, from Pretoria. Wow, that is a beautiful sky. 28 degrees is what that sky feels like. That's what your high is going to be today. Thank you so much for opening our eyes this morning. Please share your morning view with us, 063-036-9649. If you want to share anything with us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, especially your Feel Good View, that is how you do it.
Thank you so much, Graham and Mzansi. Please keep those views coming. You know we love to see what you're waking up to. And this morning, we can 100% say, "Kuba kumnandi banani." It's always so great, especially when we get to wake you up on a public holiday. It's like, I don't know, finding money in your pocket of a jean that you'd left on the floor right before payday. That's how good it is. And that's why we're glad we get to spend it together. But what exactly is still coming up? Well, my friend, we're going to be getting into conscious gifting with The Body Shop, which is all about how we're getting into our Christmas the right way. And then we have got a superstar in the building. Everybody make some noise for Noni Muji. You can make the noise in a little bit, because we're going to be talking to this queen all about her brand new track, Umdali, and we cannot wait to jump on into it. Do not go anywhere. It's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3. We're going to take a short break, and we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show indeed, and this is why we always make sure that we bring people that are going to make you feel good. So this morning, we've got award-winning platinum-selling artist Noni Muji in the building, and she's quickly becoming one of South Africa's most exciting new voices. From starting out as a digital content creator on Mo TikTok Sana to dominating the airwaves and charts and dance floors with her soulful sound, Noni's rise has been nothing short of remarkable, and her hit single Ngimtholile has already racked up millions of streams and views, my friend, and she recently took home the Basadi in Music Award for Newcomer of the Year. Out of so many people, she was the one that was chosen. And this is why we've got to make sure that this is a huge welcome. Everybody, it's Noni Muji! My gorgeous Nonza.
My love, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Noni, you have been doing so incredibly well. And this is why we're so excited that you're in the building and we get to celebrate you. But, of course, we need to jump on into Umdali because this is your new track. This is the thing you're putting out there saying, Mzansi, this is what you're going to be listening to now.
This is what you're going to be dancing to.
Exactly. Talk to us. What was the main inspiration behind the song?
It was... So I wanted to try a new sound. I'm an Afropop artist and I listen to Three Step a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe if I were to jump in on it, just to test the waters, there was the inspiration behind it.
Yes.
And I decided to contact people that do this type of beat and got one and worked on it.
Hey,
it was basically more of just seeing how I can do outside my comfort zone, which is Afropop, just trying a different genre and see how it goes.
I love that. Noni, you're not letting other people sleep. You are like, you know what, I'm going to come to your genre and I'm going to do well.
Yes.
Exactly.
Now, today.
Today. I love that. And my baby, I know that, just like you said, you know, you pushed yourself. You challenged yourself even. And of course, that means that the creative process was a little bit different to something like Ngimtholile. How exactly was it different, though, especially with you deciding, you know, work with different people?
So with this one, usually my creative process is getting a beat and then writing it home. And then once it's done and I'm ready to record, I go to the studio.
Okay.
This time around, everything was done on the same day in the studio.
Oh, wow.
It was so crazy because it's a new genre. Like, it's something that I'm trying out. But it was so natural to write right then and there. And it literally happened right then and there. The entire process. And that was what was different and beautiful about it.
I love that. Don't you get nervous in the studio when they're like, okay, write lyrics now?
Not really.
Oh, it's
actually a very exciting process for me. It's just that I think the people that I work with, it's so easy to work with them. The people that I've worked with so far, they make it easy. It's a beautiful environment, so it's never like, oh no.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
And speaking of people that you work with, Kesana, there's a certain somebody, a husband, belonging to a certain someone. Maverick Muji. Yes. Yes, girl. Okay, thank you. He did like it and he did put a ring on it.
Yes.
You guys, of course, work together so much. Talk to us about how it is that you collaborate, especially when you're, you know, trying to push yourselves and even decide you're going to step out of your comfort zones, you know. Explain that to us, especially in the dynamic where it's husband and wife, but now we also have to be colleagues and actually make work happen.
Whew. First of all, that man is a perfectionist.
Oh, wow.
So working with him is beautiful to an extent where you just, sometimes it's like, it's fine now. We can release this. We can publish it. It's okay.
Yes.
He's a perfectionist, and he shapes my he helps me. He shapes my career so much. I obviously need to run everything past him. Maybe if he's not part of the song, like he's not on this one, it's just me, even on the previous one, but he's still there in the studio, helping me record some days, telling me you need to change this, you need to fix this, this sounds better. So even when he's not part of that specific song that I'm releasing, but he's always behind the creative process and all of that. But it's really nice working with him, I don't want to lie.
I love that, the Jay-Z to your Beyonce.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mujis. We appreciate that because you're showing us what healthy love looks like. Your person always needs to be your biggest supporter, which is exactly what you guys do for each other, which is incredible.
That is true.
And of course, especially when someone is just doing the things, babes, you and releasing and just getting such incredible numbers. But then on top of it, winning the Basadi in Music Best Newcomer of
Highlights
the Year.
of 2025.
I was literally about to ask you, out of all the big things that have been happening, what has been the one that has stuck out to you and why?
It would have to be winning that award, honestly speaking. The process of getting nominated, I remember my prayer around that time, it was, I just want to get nominated. I just want to be noticed. And God said, well, you're aiming too low.
Ooh, child. And I love it when that
You're
happens.
aiming too low.
Yes.
I want you to win this thing. I want you to be... It was an out-of-body experience. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. I saw the support. My supporters, they were voting.
Yeah.
They were sending me screenshots. We're voting every day. But I still had this little bit of fear. Like, am I going to take it home?
Yeah.
Am I not? And when it happened, it was literally it was an out-of-body experience.
I
That's
can
how
imagine.
I could explain it, yeah.
Yes. And I mean, I remember seeing you that night and getting up on the stage, and you were just like so happy. Yeah. And I think it's so beautiful to be able to see people get their flowers, because girl, you've been working, and it's so lovely that, you know, everyone's recognizing, not just one or two people, everyone's standing up and saying, yeah, that's a superstar right there.
That is true.
But this is why then I have to ask you, because from a superstar, we always want things. And you, of course, are giving us umdali. But now, does this mean we're going to be getting an EP or an album soon?
Something like that. I am working.
Yes.
Yeah, I am working on a project that I want to release at the beginning of next year.
Oh, wow.
I just haven't decided whether it's going to be an album or an EP yet.
Okay.
For now, I'm just working on recording, working as much as I can. And then when that time comes, then I'll decide whether I'm releasing an album or an EP.
Hectic. Big things in 2026, Mos.
Yes.
I love it. We already know it's a good 2026 because Noni Muji is releasing. So thank you.
You already know it.
Thank you. We appreciate you. You've done your country duty. You've already let us know. And babe, congratulations on absolutely everything. It's been so beautiful to see you rise and keep on just doing the things. And we can't wait to see it even more in 2026.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't wait to show you more in 2026.
Oh, darling, you're about to show us some performances right now. So I'm going to leave her to go and get ready, beautiful family, because right about now, it is time for her to show us what it is that we can expect when we talk about this gorgeous queen taking umdali all across South Africa. And it's been such a pleasure hanging out with Unwani. And of course, we wish her all the best for next year. But we're ready to see that performance on the Expresso stage. Right about now, do not go anywhere, because my family over in Cape TZ Foshizi looking oh so good. What's happening? Are you guys still great?
Why are you glowing like this?
Me?
You are glowing. You're just glowing all over the place, man. What's going on?
It's my cashmere flavored outfit today. I'm feeling good. But listen, we are definitely wrapped in love right here as your Feel Good fam, because they're 9 days until the big day.
Yay.
And every gift becomes more than a present. It turns into a moment of pure delight and a lot of a good reminder of how meaningful, mindful, festive choices really can be.
But you've got to think a little and then curate that gift and make that person feel oh so special. Or you can just do it for yourself. I understepped right into the celebration with the incredible Body Shop as they unveiled their, I'm going to say, unrivaled holiday collection. They know how to do it, showcasing 3 exclusive seasonal body ranges and a host of irresistible specials. I think she's going to leave laden, but let's take a look.
Step into a season of unwrapped joy with the Body Shop's festive guide to self-care and self-love. Today we celebrate conscious gifting, nourishing formulas, and the magic that is moments made just for you. Mamusa, what an absolutely beautiful event we're having here. You can see the smiles on people's faces. Can you please tell us everything about the Wrapped in Love festive event today and how it aligns with the Body Shop?
This event definitely has everything to do with our festive theme, which is Wrapped in Love. So we are here to introduce our new festive range, which encompasses our advent calendars, our seasonal gifting. So we're very excited to have you guys and to note that the Body Shop is the gifting destination for this festive season.
Lwazi, what an absolutely beautiful shop and event we are having here. What can we expect from this event?
There will be lots of tasting, feeling, sensing, smelling, and also just putting it all up and then being able to just pass it on to the next person and put a smile on their face. We really want to teach people how to put in that little special touch into their gifting. So we really are just teaching them how to tie those little bows, wrap themselves and wrap the gift that they're about to gift in so much love and give to the people that they love.
Learning how to tie a ribbon is very, very difficult. I tried my best with the first one. It was a bit tricky, but that is definitely a highlight. Being able to laugh with people about learning something new and not necessarily being good at it. What are you actually working on right now?
I'm working on a beautiful wrapping, and this is my first creation, and then we're going to create like a beautiful bow. So we're learning how to make different bows.
I love that, because as somebody who was here the entire time, I don't recall you doing that by yourself. Would you say gifting is a talent of yours?
Making bows is a talent of mine. She hasn't made a thing, by the way.
How familiar am I with gifting? I've just so learned how to do it well. I've always thought that I've known how to do it, but I've just so learned how to do it because of my girlfriend and how she's such a giver. As we keep giving each other, we're getting so much better at it.
One thing I know about the Body Shop is that you come out blazing with the activities. We had a bit of a sensory activity. Can you tell us a bit about that?
We had a session where people were feeling our new range, which is our seasonal gift. Definitely plays on more of our gourmandy flavors with our sugar plum passion, with our caramels, as well as with our cranberries. So we've had lots of activities, testing out the products and feeling the products. I'm very happy about that.
I am leaning a little bit towards the caramel one because I love like a warm Christmas. It makes me feel warm. It's like a mother pudding, like in the middle of winter. It makes you feel so good. But I would definitely probably say the cranberry crush.
I think my favorite one has to be the cranberry. And the reason being is that I've always loved cranberry. Cranberry is a beautiful fruit. Because I believe in cranberry, I think that's the one for me.
Definitely the sugar plum, I think, stands out for me. It's different than from all the other ones. And I think it's got like a nice, sweet, sexy scent to it.
For us, it's always been very important to be able to celebrate just everything else into our values. So the community fair trade partners, our recyclable, our sustainable packaging, our ethical sourcing. So everything we do will always be empowering. It will always be about gifting more than just yourself, but also the community, the people, and everything else around us.
I have an open door policy over the festive season, so everyone who's around is welcome to pop in, to come see, to come hang out. You know, it's about spending time together.
Love to me looks like self-care. I'm constantly on the go. I'm constantly working. I'm on holiday and working. I'm on holiday and socializing. So even though this time of the season is like family, friends, and get-togethers, me taking like a 30-minute nap at like midday is what love looks like to me. Wrap up the holidays with joy that truly gives back. The Body Shop's vibrant vegan festive range brings glow, comfort, and community-powered care with every self-love ritual.
This festive season, feel truly wrapped in love with The Body Shop, where every gift is made to celebrate kindness, uplift communities, and inspire meaningful self-care.
Oh man, did you just do that? Was amazing. Did you just do laps around the studio? I feel like you just ran like five laps around. Who has this much energy at this time of the year? Come on. Well, you're going to need that energy to go out and do your shopping. And I love the fact that we can curate gifts like this. And yes, maybe the gents do need a little help, okay? But we do enjoy it as well. And it's the smell for me when you walk in the store.
I promise you, you smell people before you see them in the best way possible. And if you too would like to smell just as good all festive long, you stand the chance to win a festive hamper courtesy of The Body Shop.
Very nice. So what you got to do, reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this. How many hours of hydration the body butters provide? I hope you were listening. Ooh. Don't forget to hashtag Wrapped in Love and hashtag The Body Shop SA. Those are your qualifying hashtags. And remember, this one closes 18th of December. Not a huge amount of time, but just enough time before Christmas. Absolutely. And you can find the T's at expressoshow.com.
Oh, we look forward to seeing all of your entries, and thank you so much already for sticking with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Plenty more coming your way. I'm talking cake decorating, and yes, Graham, it's me versus you.
Oh, the Chateau Gâteau is coming out. If you know, you know, okay? Is it a cake? Is it ice cream? Is it, I don't know.
All of the above.
Magical.
Oh, delicious.
Yum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. It was the shortest break. I hope you filled up your coffee cup because, listen, we have some cake to go along with it. And some cakes do really arrive ready to impress, and others invite you to get creative. And right now we've got the caramel velvet and the vanilla dream, because I am caramel velvet and this is my vanilla dream. I'm Chateau Gâteau. It's the perfect festive treat and fun because they give you two beautiful bases to decorate in your own style.
I'm thinking of what's underneath here. It's just next level. So I like the fact that we got some caramels to kind of let it shine.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, the genius work has already been done. Inside, okay, because we know what goes into the flavor development here. So what we're going to do is add berries, drizzle caramels, sprinkle chocolate curls, do whatever makes us feel like we are taking ownership of the creative process. Both cakes thaw beautifully and then slice like a dream. We discovered we actually like them cold. Ryle and I, the colder the better for me. I don't let that guy thaw, actually.
No, don't get to room temperature. It adds to the experience, which I appreciate. I will tell you, I love to use these for special occasions because ain't nobody got time to be in a kitchen and you might
How
risk
would you
flopping
even
a cake.
making a Chateau Gâteau? I don't think you can't. They're made magically somewhere.
So just keep them stacked in your freezer. Then any single time somebody's birthday pops up, Facebook says, hey, it's Graham Richards' birthday.
Chateau Gâteau.
Yeah, just throw one at him. Make sure it's thawed and then you throw it at him.
How many people's festive plans are going to be made by these?
Right.
Absolutely love them. You can pick them up at any of the bespoke Chateau Gâteau stores across Gauteng, KZN, the Western Cape, the Northwest as well. I will warn you, though, it is a dangerous trip for an impulsive, emotional buyer such as yourself. Go in with a friend.
Yeah.
Go in with a friend. Okay, so are we going to ruin these
And a
beautiful
budget.
cakes by decorating them
We
up?
are. Okay, mine's not going to be ruined because I'm adding cherries. That's always a good idea.
Are those cherries or apples? Because they are gigantic.
They're juicy, hey?
They are beautiful, but doesn't that contrast of the white and that beautiful deep cherry colour?
Good?
That is gorgeous.
Is this my wedding cake or what?
Hey, it could be.
Okay, stick that one in.
You got married this year.
I did get married this year, Gray. I'm finally going on a honeymoon, y'all.
Oh, no, but that's how it works. I think ours happened, we had like a day honeymoon, and then we still are planning our honeymoon.
Right.
It's going to come, but
Even
when
to this
we're just ticking
day.
those boxes.
15-year anniversary.
No, I'm so proud of you. It's been that kind of year where I think a lot of us are having penny drop moments now of like, wow, okay, it's been hard. It's been challenging, but we've achieved
There's
a
some
lot.
highlights.
We've
Oh my gosh,
achieved a
now
lot.
I'm
So
emotional. Don't make me cry.
I'm feeling quite emotional now as well, but that's pretty much this whole year. So let me channel my emotions into caramel. I feel like if I push too hard, the whole thing's just going to, but no, it won't. It won't do that.
It will hold its integrity, I promise.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, oh, careful.
Integrity. Okay.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, I see your method.
Okay.
What else can I add
Just
to
a bit
mine?
of you. Don't laugh at me. I can hear cameramen laughing. Because they know they're going to eat this
Prosperino.
when they finish their shift. They get to.
So what's the
have their
thinking
just
behind your decor there?
Just keep it light. It's nice and earthy, so I'm not going to go over the top and do too much.
Yeah.
To be honest, everything is going to be so delicious underneath. I wouldn't want to add too much to it.
Right.
To kind
So
of
just that
overload.
side and
Just
then
that
you're done,
side.
yeah.
That side. This is my side. I don't know what you want on your side.
Doesn't need anything
Front
more.
facing. Well, I suppose it is TV land. Hey, we'd be all right with a bit of front facing.
How thick is your slice of cake when you cut it? Because people have rules, right?
I've had to learn how to grade it because you don't want a person to feel upset like you don't enjoy their beautiful, delicious cake. So I'm like, I'll take a slice that says I want it, but then I'm not a sweet tooth. So I like struggle with like overly sweet or overly decadent, over the top things. So I was blessed with the son that I have so that he will just take it
You
all
will
from
take
me
it.
and chow it.
There's that one restaurant in South Africa that gives you basically a cake as a slice of cake. You know that one?
100%,
And I'm
yeah.
like, who finishes this in one sitting?
I buy, you know, you get those gorgeous little mini cakes like that. I like that. But, so that's why for me, something like this, that's
perfect.
The Chateau Gâteau is not over the top.
Yep.
There is a level of indulgence,
Yeah.
but it's not a sensory overload.
Yeah, and they're also not overly
that's so-
sweet. I will tell you that much. And they've got one that is pre-sliced. That's usually the one I get, so people are not fighting over how big of a slice can you get. Just take a slice out. They've already done the job. Okay, so let's
Admittedly,
keep
though, I did
decorating.
feel like they were trying to tell me how to eat my cake when they told me like how thick the slices must be. Now, I think the bottom line is if you want to be inspired, because you can create anything with the Chateau Gâteau, go into one of their stores, chat to the staff. They're beautiful. They're foodies, I think, like us, so they enjoy the food as much as they enjoy selling the food. But they'll give give you some great ideas. If you can kind of give them a take on what your festive vibe is, using this as a basis point, absolutely beautiful. I think you're nailing it. Zanele, it's not very often that we get to make you this jealous, but I'm hoping not one but two Chateau Gâteaux is doing it. I wish you were here to have a slice with us, girl.
Thank you so much, KTZ Foshizi and Mzansi. We've been promising you some Johannesburg flavor from an absolute queen, Noni Muji. She's in the building with her brand new single. Everybody make some noise as she performs it right here on Expresso for the first time. It is Umdali.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is December and also hosting season is among us. Now, if you prefer to be the host with the most, I've got just the thing for you. Architectural and interior designer Zandomini joins us once again to inspire us with a nostalgic tablescape, beautifully styled with homeware pieces from Woolworths that you can easily recreate at home. So Zan, welcome back and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're looking very festive.
I am.
I'm obsessed with this
In my
outfit.
Woolworths dots.
Come
Yeah.
on, with the frills on the side.
It is very festive and it's actually making me feel like Christmas is actually just around the corner. Which
9
it
days,
is.
9 days away, people. We're very excited, but of course you came prepared as per usual. So what inspired the nostalgic feel of this tablescape? I personally love leaning into the very classic red, green, and gold. So what's
The
going
traditional.
on here? Exactly.
We love a traditional table. As much as we've spoken about outdoor tables, etc., we also want to sometimes just keep it traditional. So that's what we've done today. So I'm going to take you through how I've put this together.
Please do. I would love to hear.
I think it is so important to create a neutral base when you're doing traditional. You want a traditional table to be generous but not overwhelming. So I kept the base neutral in a beautiful textured linen tablecloth.
I do love this.
And then we layer it up. So I have used I've used beautiful woven placemats. These are beaded around the edge. They're actually
Wow, I'm
locally
actually going
made.
to take it out
Please
because that
do.
is
Yeah, let's
beautiful.
deconstruct. Let's deconstruct.
What?
They are locally made. They're made by Mo's Crib, and I just love the touch of African detail on
Sure.
this. It has just got a bit of heritage to it, and I love this so much.
And it's sturdy.
It's sturdy.
Yeah.
It really creates weight and gravitas on your table.
Wow, that is gorgeous. Look at that trimming.
And then because we are doing traditional, I've used clear glassware and I've used white crockery. And I think don't be scared. We think that we need to use a lot of color and so on, but if you have white crockery at home or if you want to invest in something that's going to really be timeless, a beautiful white crockery setting, and with your clear glassware this time, we've seen so many beautiful tones in glassware this time of the season. But if you have clear at home or you want to purchase something that's going to really last the test of time, you can see how this really adds a glint to the table. Carissa, we've used beautiful stainless steel.
Got to bring in the
knives
gold.
and forks, and this has got the touch of gold, which links into the center of the table.
Yeah.
Of course, we love Woolies foliage. We've scattered some, which will go straight back into a vase for New Year's.
Oh, that's real as well.
This is real.
Beautiful.
So we've created a center line on the table using foliage, which we can reuse, and you know this really lasts as well as your poinsettias, which I think are so wonderful. Spread them around your home so that it kind of draws the eye and they create pops.
This is like the Christmas tree.
It is.
What's it called again?
A poinsettia.
A poinsettia.
Yeah, it's so beautiful and it comes in a beautiful holding canister, so
Sure.
it just elevates everything. And then what we've done, obviously, is candles. You know, we've used the beautiful twisted candles. We've added color. It draws the eye up, but it doesn't visually kind of create a
Block
barrier.
anybody. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think what's so lovely as well is to bring in again back to the placemats is the woven element.
Right.
Use a white napkin. Don't be scared of again bringing in complete neutrals and whites, but elevating it through pops of color. You know, these are so beautiful and can be used again at Easter.
Oh my goodness. We love a sustainable moment.
We love that. And again, we've spoken about this so much leading up to season, but why don't you gift everyone a little Christmas decoration? They can take it as a memory, use it on their tree next year. Ornaments are memories. And so this is just at each place setting.
And you can add a name to it.
Absolutely. You know, you can hang it on a wine glass if you can add some weight into it over here with a little, I think there's so much, and it's such a lovely little gift set to take home. And then of course the crackers.
Of course, the crackers.
These are the paper crackers from Woolworths. I mean, they're beautiful and they have a little gift inside. And so I think that's really how to create something that is rather traditional, but has elements of home, has elements of sustainability, that has life on it through the the natural plants and foliage.
Of course.
And scatter baubles. You want baubles. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. And also the fairy lights peeking through too.
Don't you love these?
And it's on.
It's on little leaves.
Little leaves.
And so they really disappear into the real foliage.
Wow.
And again, these can be used again and again. And they just bring the twinkling from your Christmas tree onto your table.
Can we also just say that fairy lights are not just for Christmas?
Absolutely
like we can
not.
use them
They're
all year round. Exactly.
All year round. We've discussed this.
Oh, just to add a bit of magic, a bit of sparkle to your everyday life. Zan, this is absolutely gorgeous. Also with the addition of these at the ends.
You know, these are fantastic. Whoop, there goes a bauble,
There
but
she
that's
goes.
Christmas. That is a Christmas table. The baubles. These are actually, you know, you can turn these on, and so they
Oh,
won't
wow.
drip.
I
but
thought they were candles.
Yeah, and again they last year after year, and we just love things that'll last.
Oh, so it is a candle, but it's got a
Yes.
different wick. Okay, I
Yes,
get
yeah.
you.
So,
Oh my gosh, Woolworths has done it again. Well, there
do
you
think
have
so.
it. Well done. And yes, we're 9 days away, but that doesn't mean that you can right now get to Woolworths and put your tables together. Grab some inspiration. You can find it online. This will obviously live online as well if you want cross-reference. But Zan, one more question.
Yes.
What are your Christmas plans?
Oh my goodness, family. It's just family. I've got a sister coming from Hong Kong. And I'm so excited for everyone to be around the same table. It doesn't matter what your table is about. Just remember to be happy and don't sweat the small stuff.
Agreed, because it does get quite stressful as the host with the most. But I love that word of encouragement. But listen to you, Mzansi, make Woolworths home your hosting partner this festive season. Plus, there's some good news. Get 30% off Christmas decor items until the 28th of December 2025. Now you can shop this deal in-store, online, and of course on the app. T's and C's do apply. And for more holiday deals, go ahead and visit woolworths.co.za. Happy Christmas.
Welcome back to the kitchen. It's smelling beautiful in here. Every kitchen has that one dish that brings everyone a little closer to the pot. Maybe it's the smell permeating through the house. And I think Heather Grant's lamb stew is exactly that kind of recipe. It's already bringing people into our kitchen. She's layered the depth of Mrs. Ball's original chutney into her slow-cooked lamb, giving the dish a richness that stood out the moment we saw her entry. And Heather shared her beautiful creation on the Mrs. Ball's Festive Challenge post. And today we get to follow her lead as we make the stew together. Oh, it looks beautiful. I don't think mine, or maybe mine will, I'll back myself, will come out looking as beautiful. All the right kind of flavors, hearty, absolutely beautiful to look at, and I'm sure delicious to eat. So I'm hoping with Heather's expert guidance, I can tackle this amazing, and I'm going to say very hearty, delicious meal. And I'm hoping Heather is on the line right now. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning, Graham and Expresso team.
Yay, I love the sound of your voice. The energy is perfect for our show, so thank you so much.
Viewers. Thank you, Graham.
Heather, I love the look of this. I'm big on slow-cooked anything. I think there is something truly special about what you create when you slow-cook and develop flavors like that. It also puts a lot of very positive energy into the food, believe it or not. But I love the flavor profile here. Anything with Mrs. Ball's for the win for me, but I'm hoping you can guide me through how we're going to make your slow-cooked lamb this morning. So as it stands, Heather, I've got our little mini pot or a pan on the stove. I've got some onions, I've got our garlic, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to let you take the reins and tell me what to do.
Okay, firstly and mostly, Graham, everything must be prepared before I start my pots in Grant's kitchen.
Oh, wow, okay.
I have everything prepared. My veggies are all cut up. My meat is cleaned and cut up. Okay, let's go with the process. And I love the Instant Pot. I won't go back to the stove. It's very seldom I'm on the stove. So the Instant Pot is my go-to.
I feel you, girl.
I saute, firstly, my onions are chopped fine. I saute my onions.
Okay.
Let them simmer a bit. I throw in my seeds, what I want to add in, my fenugreek seeds, my ginger seeds. I put in some garlic and ginger.
Okay, garlic and ginger is in.
Extra. I just use green peppers as that's what I had in my fridge at that stage. So if you want to add in green and red and yellow peppers, you're more than welcome to add it in, yes. Let that simmer. Add in my black pepper, a bit of turmeric powder. I love my turmeric. It just gives something to the smell in the kitchen, you know, it adds so much flavor in the food.
And you know, Heather, with turmeric, I just want to say, with the turmeric, I've been starting my day with the ginger and turmeric tea to bring down inflammation in my body. It is so successful. I put it in anything that I'm making. I love that.
Exactly. But in your smoothies, it's excellent.
100%.
Anyway, you let that do its thing. Let it simmer for about 5 to 8 minutes. Next, I throw in my cut-up lamb. Mix it in and let that simmer. And remember, I'm also putting crushed chilies in my pot as well, just for the taste. Because it is a stew, and we want stew with flavor. We love flavor as South Africans.
Oh, completely.
Let it go on. Next step, I throw in my Mrs. Ball's chutney. You can use, depending on your amount of lamb you're using, you can add in 2 to 3 or 2 to 6 spoonfuls, depending on you, what sweetness texture you like.
And
Mix
is it
in.
the OG? Are you a fan of the original Mrs. Balls, or would you play around with a
Exactly.
different variation?
I play around with different variations, but my main one is the original Mrs. Balls. I love it. It just adds more to any dish I cook or any dish anyone would try. Your dish won't flop. Let it simmer. Just add very little water, remember, because the Instant Pot gives off its own water. So just very little, give it a mix. Let that simmer now, another 10 minutes. The next process, I throw in my whole baby potatoes, my carrots, mix it a bit soft, and okay, I put in some finely chopped coriander. That's my tip, just for more flavor.
You see,
And
the good old coriander.
leave
Okay, so
your pot.
I'm going to omit the coriander just because I'm a legend, okay? And what I decide on the show happens. No, I'm joking. We'll definitely add some fresh coriander. I think I've got all of the flavor profiles in there. Obviously, we're speeding things up for the sake of TV. With the potatoes, do you pre-cook your baby potatoes, or would you let them
Not
slow
at all.
cook in the juices in the pan?
Not at all. Don't pre-cook your potatoes. Rinse them clean before you add them into your pot. Whole with your skin. Perfect.
Love
Slice
that.
your carrots, put your carrots. You can do your carrots in chunks how you would like it.
Sure.
Put your salt, mix it, seal that pot for the next 20 to 25 minutes. That's it.
That's
Once
it.
it's cooked, release your pressure. Take your pot, food out your pot, add it in your pretty presentable pot you want to display in, garnish with fresh coriander.
Oh.
That's it. Your family will enjoy a super, super meal.
It is gorgeous. It's beautiful to look at. I think the
Yes.
flavor combinations are amazing, hearty, really healthy, robust. I think you're
Yes,
using the
yes.
best of the meat flavors to kind of integrate into some beautiful fresh produce. I love this. So I'm going to leave it on a really low heat now and
Okay.
let those flavors do their thing. Heather, I love you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for providing what I think
love
is
you all.
a very,
Thanks
very
so
Graham
much.
recipe. Oh,
Thank
my
you,
dear.
Graham. Have a good Expresso day.
Oh, I wish we could have you in
Okay.
kitchen every day. I could just open a door and Heather would step out and help me cook every morning. I love doing this. Heather, thank you so much for, I think, filling us in on a brilliant family recipe that's going to become everyone else's family recipe as well. Mrs. Ball's original chutney, the star of the show here, remains the classic flavour that South Africans have trusted for generations. And of course, the range includes the OG. We've got the jalapeno and sweet chili variants as well, making it so easy to find your perfect flavor match. So please go out and have a little bit of fun. Maybe play around with Omar's recipe, see if you can layer in something special for your generation. And if you liked Heather's beautiful creation today, Heather's dish has inspired you to make your own creation, then do it. Submit your own Mrs. Ball's creation by uploading a photo to the competition post with the hashtag Mrs. Ball's Festive Challenge, and we might be speaking to you live on the show, and you also might win your share of 40,000 Rand. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them at expressoshow.com. Good luck. Yay. Don't open it.
Mrs. Balls brings the flavor, so bring your festive magic. Create a dish using your favorite Mrs. Balls product and you could win your share of 40,000 Rand. Simply share a picture of your Mrs. Balls festive recipe on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using hashtag Mrs. Balls Festive Challenge. And the presenter matched to your flavor will recreate your dish live on air with your guidance. Entries close 18 December. T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
Well, if you're feeling bloated, struggling with heartburn, nausea, or even vomiting, these could be signs of a peptic ulcer. And that's where Alsonic comes in. Now, Alsonic doesn't just relieve the symptoms, it coats your stomach lining with a protective film to allow for healing. Choose the dosage form that works best for you. Suspension, tablets or effervescent tablets and start feeling better today. Now head to the Al Sunning Facebook page and you could stand the chance to win one of 10 1,000 Rand cash send vouchers. Of course, T's and C's do apply. And we will be back straight after this break with some more feel-good Christmas magic.
Find relief and feel better with Alsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Alsanic is available without a prescription.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Time to energize for 1 hour left with you on this beautiful day of reconciliation. I hope you are feeling that kind of energy today. But we are going to take you on a wild ride. We are going to be back in the kitchen in a moment, cooking one of the most impressive gammons you have ever seen. But I wanted to take it to the social streets right now to inspire you to think differently about today. How are you spending your day of reconciliation? Relaxing, reconnecting, or celebrating? And there is an angle there that I think anyone can tap into at this time of the year, yes, but also look back over the last few years, how far we have come, and recognize that positive shift. So please today honor that just a little bit. I'm not saying just ignore what has happened, that's negative, but find the light around that. And let's see what you guys are saying on the social streets. Geraldine weighed in with this comment saying, good morning, Expresso fam. I'm celebrating with friends and family today here in Durban, where it promises to be a scorching 31 degrees. I hear you when the party begins. Ha ha ha. What fun to be had as we sizzle. Yep, we will give another weather report in a moment, but it is going to sizzle in Durban today. Get out there and celebrate. Enjoy it. Let's see what Tabang had to say this morning. Good morning, Expresso show. I'll spend this day with my family. I think that's the best possible way. I'm missing my family so much at the moment. I would do exactly that. Keep it coming. Hit us up on the socials. We'd love to hear from you. Tolo also weighed in with a comment this morning. How is Nokotula going to be spending their public holiday? A bit of rest, reflection, and gratitude today. The year is almost over. It's been a long one. Preach. Preach, my friend. Keep those comments coming. How are you going to be spending your reconciliation day? Well, we're going to bring you up to speed with what's been happening in and around this crazy world. I'll get into some of those sporting headlines now after Carissa takes us through the news.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. It's just hit 8 o'clock. Let's get into the final hour by starting with your national news headlines, where 2 suspected blue light robbers were fatally wounded in a shootout with police during an intelligence-led operation in Parys, Free State. Now, the suspects, dressed in police uniforms, were found dead after their vehicle crashed into a fence following a high-speed chase along the R59. Police recovered unlicensed firearms, ammunition, police uniforms, sirens, blue lights, and false registration plates. Now, preliminary investigations suggest the suspects were involved in robberies between Gauteng and the Free State, hijacking victims and holding them for hours while withdrawing money from their accounts. In other news in the country, the Department of Basic Education has welcomed a High Court ruling confirming that national senior certificate examination results can be published in newspapers and across accredited media platforms, in line with long-standing practice. Now, the court set aside enforcement and infringement notices issued by the information regulator, ruling that publishing results does not violate the Protection of Personal Information, known as the POPI Act. The decision provides clarity for learners, parents, institutions, and the media following recent uncertainty over the publication of matric results. In your international news making headlines, Libya's National Museum in Tripoli has reopened after being shut for more than a decade because of conflict, offering a hopeful sign of recovery. Now, the museum displays archaeological artifacts from Libya's Greek, Roman, and Islamic past, highlighting the country's rich history. Now, officials say the reopening reflects growing stability and renewed care for national heritage. Now, authorities have also confirmed the return of 21 artifacts smuggled out of Libya after the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, strengthening efforts to protect cultural assets. Meanwhile, Ahmed Al-Ahmed is being hailed worldwide for his bravery after disarming one of the attackers during the deadly Bondi Beach shooting in Sydney, Australia, where 15 people were killed at a Hanukkah event. Now, the 43-year-old leapt into action, tackling one gunman and preventing further deaths, and was injured in the process, now undergoing surgery with support funds flowing in. Police have confirmed the shooters were father and son, Sahid 50 and Naveed Akram 24 years old. Victims included a 10-year-old girl, a rabbi, a retired officer, and a Holocaust survivor. And let's close off with a story where hundreds of skiers dressed as Santa Claus turned Sunday River Ski Resort in Maine in the U.S. into a joyful red-clad winter spectacle, raising money for charity as part of the annual Santa Sunday event. Now, participants, all in full Santa gear with beards and hats, carved down the slopes to kick off the holiday season and support the River Fund Maine, which backs youth education and recreation programs. Now, families and spectators cheered from the sidelines, enjoying the festive atmosphere, hot cocoa, and seasonal music. Now, this long-running fundraiser has become a beloved community tradition, blending seasonal fun with giving back ahead of Christmas. Well, that is where we close off your news for this Tuesday morning. It's time now to get your last sporting highlights from Gray.
Thank you so much. Let's round off yesterday's highlights with some cricket. First up, Tim Seifert smashing the first century, in fact, of the Big Bash League season as the Melbourne Renegades beat Brisbane Heat by 14 runs in quite a thriller. Seifert's 102, backed by Oliver Peake's rapid 57, lifting the hosts to 212 for 5. And despite a confident half-century from Colin Munro and one from Jimmy Pearson, the Heat falling short in that chase. Now let's throw forward to the next URC round, and the Bulls facing a mounting selection crisis ahead of Saturday's URC derby up against the Sharks, with fly half Cade Volhutter on crutches and then rising star Chiswell Juster still sidelined by that shoulder injury. Several other injuries and uncertainty over the Springbok availability in the camp, adding to coach Johan Ackermann's concerns as the team returns from England, and a tough tour at that with minimal preparation time. Now let's get back to Europe now for some football, as AS Roma stayed, I think, hot on the heels of Inter Milan with a narrow 1-0 Serie A win over Como, maintaining their perfect record when scoring first this season. They're going to rely on that algorithm. Wesley's second half strike proving decisive on a pretty subdued night in Rome, as Gianpiero Gasparini's side showed their trademark control to now move within just 3 points of the league leaders. Staying with footballing news, still struggling to wrap my head around what inspired this footballing moment. But last night, Bournemouth came from behind to earn a thrilling 4-4 draw against Manchester United. Amad Diallo and Casemiro opening the scoring for United, while Antoine Semenyo scored the first for Bournemouth. And then Ali Junior Krupi, he netted the decisive 84th minute goal to rescue a point in a roller coaster Premier League clash. Great one for the fans on whatever side of the fence you sit. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get you an update on the traffic and weather.
Let's get into your final traffic update this morning out in Gauteng and Centurion. There's a stationary truck on the N1 southbound, and now that's before John Foster Drive. It's resulting in a left lane closure. Now currently no delays are underway, but do remain cautious when passing by that affected area. That's where we leave your roads for this morning. Let's have a final look at your weather report. Now we get started out in Polokwane, where the UV index will be extreme, so do be sure to wear your SPF and all of your sun gear. Now you'll start off your day with a cool 16 degrees, which will climb to a scorcher. 27 degrees is what you can expect. So brace yourself for some different sort of weather as we get into the week. 27 today and tomorrow, but it gets a bit cooler from there on out. Out in the city of gold, today brings a noticeable change to Johannesburg. The UV index for today will be extreme, so once again, remember your sunscreen, your hats and your gloves, if you will. Temperatures will start with a cool 15 and end off with a high of 24, which kind of remains the theme throughout until next week, Monday. Out in Bloemfontein, starting off strong with an extreme UV index of 11. So once again, be sure to wear your sunscreen SPF 50. Now you'll experience a partly cloudy day with an expectant high of 30 degrees Celsius. Some rain is expected as we make our way into the rest of the week, but the weekend is looking fine. From Bloem, we move on to Durban. Now, you can expect mostly sunny skies with temperatures starting off 24 degrees, but reaching a scorcher of 32 degrees today out in Durban. But let's have a look if this weather will continue beyond this Tuesday. And yes, some nice weather is going to continue until it cools down a little bit into Thursday and Friday. East London, you are up next. Let's head to the coastline, where after a partly cloudy start, scattered thunderstorms are likely to develop by the afternoon. A low of 19, a high of 28 degrees Celsius. Now for the rest of the week, Wednesday will be windy with a chance of showers developing into the afternoon. That's where we leave it for East London. GQ, you are up next in Gqeberha today. Today brings partly cloudy skies with afternoon showers and a chance of thunderstorms. Now temperatures will be ranging between 18 and 27 degrees Celsius. So brace yourself and also remember that umbrella as we get into this Tuesday. Here's a look at your week leading out into Monday. Out in the beautiful Knysna, partly cloudy weather conditions are expected for your region, with temperatures ranging between 17 and 24 degrees Celsius. Now, winds will be moderate from the south, keeping the atmosphere cool, but for the rest of the week, light rain is expected early Wednesday morning. Does cool down just a little bit, but I'm sure that's welcomed. Out in gorgeous George, today you can expect a lovely day with mostly sunny skies. Now temperatures will rise from 16 to a very comfortable 24 degrees there, with light winds coming from the south, providing some relief. Now for the rest of the week, Wednesday will bring showers with light rain expected during the morning. From George, we move on to our last city, which is the mother city. Out in Cape Town today brings a change with increasing cloudiness and a likely chance of showers leading into this evening. A high of 17 or at least a high of 22 degrees, but we start out with 17 today. And the weather remains moderate until Sunday when it picks up once again out in Cape Town. And that is your comprehensive weather report for this morning. But when it comes to your morning view, it could be anywhere in the world, but of course East London said, pick me this morning. Keith Dyer out in Gonubi in East London said, Carissa, the team Graham and everybody else definitely has to see this incredible morning view. 28 degrees is what you can expect, and this looks like 28 degrees. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, Keith. Thank you so much for waking up this morning and choosing to celebrate that along with us. Now you can continue sharing your morning view with us on this number, 0630369649. We definitely look forward to seeing your morning views as we head over to Joburg to see what we can expect for the rest of the show.
Thank you, my gorgeous Carissa. And East London, thank you for representing, baby, my hometown. Killing it with the good morning view and making me miss home a little bit. But this is why I love the fact that we get to wake up together, because we are all in this, making sure that we're not just having a good time, but also that we have the opportunity to win. Because, my friend, you can play Powerball for the massive 89 million rand estimated jackpot this Tuesday, and you could become a winner. Now, what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets now in store or on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. It's that simple, and all of the details we always tell you about it are always on our Expresso show pages, so you can go and check them out on social media. But Panda Push and Play Powerball for an estimated 89 million rand jackpot today, and your dreams could become a reality, baby. And you deserve nice things as we end off the year, Sana. And speaking of which, this is why we 100% want you to stick around, because we want to know about how we can bring in that festive magic into your home. And it's literally just with festive plants and all of these beautiful ways in which you can make it special in this beautiful festive season. And then we're also going to be jumping on into a little bit of a Turkish dish that you never knew you needed. It's all coming up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're going to see you on the other side of this short break. Don't go anywhere.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, it's true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I am surrounded by greenery because as we get ready for a truly magical festive season, it's certainly time to bring in a splash of color and just a dash of flair with beautiful Christmas flowers and houseplants, of course, from Woolworths. Now, horticulture product developer Alex Liamont is here with a stunning selection of Christmas blooms, perfect for adding some joy and freshness to our holiday celebrations. So, Alex, welcome back, and thank you for being here. Goodness, I love it when you come because you always make the oxygen feel fresher and crisper with all of the plants that you bring. But as we know, houseplants as well as flowers make such a beautiful addition to Christmas every single year, right? So what sort of trends are we seeing this season that we can tap into as consumers?
Okay, so I think the first big trend that I really tried to jump on, and you know, sometimes with houseplants you think, or flowers, how can you adapt a trend towards, you know, sort of horticulture?
Right.
So the big one was the bow. The
I
trending
like it
bow.
already.
Absolutely saw bows trending from the end of last year and realized we had to do something with a bow. So what we've done is we've done a simple bow Christmas tree here on my left-hand side. So what we've done is we've gone with this sort of the basket trend as well.
I
So
love
you're
that.
really fusing that bit more sort of like organic look, and then we've kept it very chic with just this big giant bow on the front. So this is our ready to go Christmas tree. You don't need to add baubles. Maybe you can add your own fairy lights.
Yeah, maybe a bit of lights, but that is a perfect mini Christmas
But
tree.
it is
hey?
just actually just too chic and divine.
Sure.
So very happy with that. And then other trends that we've also jumped in on is bringing a little bit more, you know, so often Christmas is associated with red and white. So bringing that green in, beautiful pots that we've had locally made.
I mean, look at
with
this.
green crackle finishes.
Wow.
Other trends we've gone for are, for instance, this beautiful orchid in a 60 centimeter glass cylinder. So playing with those sort of like negative space and filled space and creating something quite sculptural and just really quite beautiful.
It's very avant-garde.
Avant-garde. But then also having fun. So we've got Snowy the snowman down there. Little Christmas hollies with berries. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun
with the holly because we
Christmas.
sing about it in all the Christmas songs.
Yes,
I forget this is actually a real plant, right? And look at that. It is so cute. Okay, so we picked up a couple of trends, made them either small or you can go quite extravagant along the way as well. But we always bring something unique for the holidays. So what are some of the offerings that they have outside of what you've mentioned?
Okay, so offering-wise this year, one thing I'd like to show you, which is very sweet, we've done a little wreath kit for people. So you pop into stores and for 169.99, you get this beautiful reusable little sort of cotton bag.
Wow.
Inside the bag, you'll find a 25 centimeter wreath. I've made sure that the frame is quite solid because sometimes if you're not used to making a wreath, it can be difficult
And
balancing
that's most people.
little branches. And then
Yeah.
inside your wreath comes quite a lot of wire, so you can make those mistakes and retry. It comes with a little tag with all the instructions. And then also inside you've got a little wire cutter.
Beautiful.
And all you need to do is you can buy some beautiful filler type things. I recommend something like this, which is this beautiful festive cones bunch from Woolworths. So you can actually take those individual stems and just start wrapping them in the same direction around your wreath. And what I always want to say to people with wreaths as well is add your own personal bits. So add those baubles, add those little ornaments, add that little Polaroid of someone who's maybe no longer with us, or memories, or that shell from the beach that you collected in that wonderful holiday to Thailand that you can't forget. That's me. Those types of things. So yeah.
So wait, how does one do that? So you're just basically braiding it inside.
So I'll show you. You literally just untangle some of your wire like this. We've made it so easy. And you just want to hook some of your wire onto here like this. Then I like to take the wire and I like to wrap it around. And you see how it just naturally starts to zigzag?
Yes.
So if you do that the whole way around, okay, then I've got it like that. Then I'm just going to take one of these. I'm going to take one for the team here. So once you've wrapped this all around your wreath, you actually just start slotting in your bits.
My goodness.
And that couldn't be easier. Now the next bit you place around there.
And it looks so good
and
already.
It's absolutely full proof. So here's another little bloom I'm going to take. I'm cutting with the wrong scissors, but that's okay. And you literally just start to stack your flowers like that around it.
Oh my, this is like the gift that keeps on giving.
It's amazing. So this, I would actually create this fresh for Christmas Day, and then I would put it in the middle of my table. I'd put a beautiful candle in there.
Right, like a centerpiece.
Like a centerpiece.
Oh
and
my
this is also
goodness.
great for kids to also help you out on the day if you're
what I was
busy, if you're
thinking.
slaving over that roast, you know.
The gammon, the tongue.
Get them on the decor. Yeah, so that's a very cute little something for
That's
for us at
fantastic,
Christmas.
Alex. Thank you so much for coming through with that. Okay, for someone who wants to add festive touch at home, what are your top tips for styling the flowers? Like, where do we even begin? It gets a little bit overwhelming.
It can get overwhelming, but what I would do is I would almost identify those areas of your house maybe where you're going to be spending a lot of time. So whether it be your lounge or your patio or your stoep. And then also don't forget the smaller areas where people are on their own. So you might want to take, you know, you'll be doing flowers and you get all those little broken bits. Pop those in a little bud vase and put them next to the sink in the bathroom, the tap, you know, while people are there on their own. Beautiful candles. I know Woolworths Homeware have got an amazing range of candles and the diffuser sticks.
They do.
Get those in, get that rich you know, air in and just. But I would go with what your heart says.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's important that people also do. You can follow trends, but you do you. That's so important.
You got to do you at the end of the day.
You.
It's got to feel like your home at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
But you've come through with incredible tips. I mean, this wreath, I can already tell, is going to be sold out. So many people are going to make sure that they have this for Christmas to just add that special touch to their celebrations. How are you celebrating this year?
I'm celebrating. I am going up with my partner. We are going to Gauteng to spend Christmas with his sister and his mum. So I'm very excited.
My goodness. Are you guys driving up?
No, we'll be flying up.
Okay.
I've disclosed to Safi I'll have a frozen leg of lamb in my luggage, but that's how we'll do it.
You're
that's
on lamb duty.
I'm on lamb duty, so we'll go up and see.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you on flower duty as well?
I might be on. I'm hoping I'm on flower duty.
Yeah.
So I'll have to say, Rochelle, watch out for that.
Watch out.
There we go.
So we're coming through. Listen, Gauteng needs a little greenery. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Alex is coming in clutch, as well as Woolworths, who loves local. 90% of their flowers and plants are grown right here in South Africa. So we want you to celebrate these magical moments with Woolworths' assortment of festive flowers, as you can see, and houseplants available in store, online, and of course on the app. Plus, we've got R1,000 Woolies gift card to give away. Now, to enter, if you would like to do so, find our competition post on the Expresso Facebook or X or Instagram page and tell us, what is your favorite festive flower? I've got mine already. It's between the holly and the, how do you say again?
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. There you go. And include hashtag Woolies Christmas. Now, the competition closes at midnight on Wednesday, the 17th of December. That's tomorrow. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Alex, thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So much creativity on that side of the studio. Let's see if we can inject some of that creativity on this side of the studio and create something truly delicious. You know, I'm all about slow flavor development. It doesn't mean you have to spend 8 hours. You work with what you got and you create something that is so much more than the sum of the parts. I love cooking like this. Today we are taking a journey through Turkish history with a dish that is as beautiful as its story. İmam Bayildi is a silky, slow-cooked eggplant dish filled with tomatoes, onions, fragrant herbs, and it's been enjoyed across Turkey for centuries. With Turkish Airlines this morning, we are exploring why this iconic meal is still so loved. Okay, so I'm going to explain the name first. The name İmam Bayildi means the Imam fainted, and the legend says that he fainted from how delicious the dish was, or from how much olive oil his wife used. And we can decide, actually, this morning we can make a choice. This dish is a classic of the Ottoman cuisine and is commonly served as part of a meze spread as a comforting main meal. We're going to cook it slowly. We're going to put a lot of love into it, generous olive oil until the eggplant becomes soft, buttery, and full of flavor. I've done that already. I was here last night grilling our eggplant. Okay, but eggplant, just once you push it past that line, it is amazing. The flavor profile, but it becomes so soft. The mouthfeel is amazing. That's why I suppose we make beautiful dips out of eggplant.
Baba
We make,
ganoush.
100%. But I've realized with Turkish cuisine, how they can use base ingredients, just like a tomato, just like a bit of olive oil, like an eggplant, like a leek.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm getting goosebumps talking about food. This is ridiculous.
We love food over here.
Okay, but I'm also excited for you because I know how you like to throw a meze, a table spread,
love a
together.
spread.
So I think this will be a perfect addition. So you're going to be on filling duty.
Right.
So you're going to low and slow cook these guys together.
Nice.
So
Do I get some oil or just dry?
Would you like some oil?
would
You are
love
the boss in this kitchen.
Drown me in oil.
Well, they do say a generous olive oil helping was what knocked him to his knees, you know. And you can just let that cook down, reduce. We're obviously wanting to make it manageable to squeeze into our little aubergines there.
They're so little. They're
I know,
so
they are
cute.
gorgeous, and that makes it a lot easier to cook. So you can, I love doing them in the oven. Roasting for me just brings out the best flavor for everything.
right.
I don't know why, but for me that's obviously my flavor profile box. A bit of olive oil, salt, and then you rinse the salt for, dry them, and then you about 20 minutes in the oven. And the flavor development is amazing, but then you get that beautiful soft texture as well, which is what we're wanting. So once you've and you can gooi them in.
Oh, I can do it all.
They're going to cook
Even
down.
the tomatoes.
All of them. tomatoes, everything. Let's see if we can even give you a giant spatula
How much
to help
spice
you along
is
your
too
way.
much spice? How much would the imam like?
Oh, you do have a spatula right next
I
to you.
did.
As
I just felt like
look
it
for the
wasn't
one that's,
doing what
that's
it
not
needed
here.
to do. You know what I mean?
And then you can throw the tomatoes in a bit of spice. We got some smoked chili flakes going into
I'll
that.
leave the coriander for now.
Thank
oh,
you
no, that's
so much for
parsley,
that.
that's
And then
parsley.
just pour those guys in. And when I say low and slow, you want the flavors to develop, but you want this to really reduce into something that we can stuff into our beautiful little aubergines.
So I've seen they've also blanched the tomatoes. There's no skin on her.
We've taken the skins off. I think the skins don't really soften as much as the flesh. So maybe not, you might get a little bit of stringy bits. I don't think
Yeah.
there's anything wrong with leaving the skins on, to be honest.
Yeah.
You'll see in the finished product there, we've got some skins, perfectly fine. Okay, so now that that's doing its thing, what you're going to do is you're going to create little boats out of our
doing that right.
aubergine.
I'm watching what you're doing.
Okay, so you're going to take your very sharp knife and you're going to do a little slice down the middle.
Down the middle.
And then you're going to just open it up.
Oh, cute.
And then you're going to stuff that inside.
Oh, that's
Hey,
adorable.
for the win. I'm going to get our sauce on the go.
Okay.
Then we're going to place those cute little boats inside our sauce that's going to reduce.
Ah, I see.
And then it's
gonna take
ready
some
to be
out.
eaten. And I would imagine some flatbread or something, even like a bruschetta type vibe. Imagine this on top.
Yum.
Absolutely beautiful. So to bring the final part of the flavors together, I'm going to create our little sauce here.
And you're continuing with the
Going.
tomato, I see. You've got some...
Beautiful flavor profile.
Tomato paste.
And olive oil are
what a
just
combo.
for the win. They are married, and long may they stay together.
Amen.
I don't want to start this process too early, so we're going to add a little bit of sweetness, believe it or not.
Oh.
Can I steal your spatula for 2 seconds?
Ugh, if you have to, Graham.
Because it's the lucky spatula. So we're going to throw our tomato paste in as well.
Nice.
And I'm going to do a lot of olive oil because I just absolutely love the flavor profile.
Well, the imam's wife said that you need to.
Exactly. And she cannot be wrong. And a little bit of moisture. I would imagine I'm going to eyeball how much moisture to put in once we've got our aubergines fully loaded.
Okay.
Because
Almost
we
there.
want it to reduce. It's not too saucy a dish. You want all those flavors to combine beautifully. Okay. You want to
let's
grab...
see. What do you need?
I'm
You want
gonna-
some?
Oh, well, I just want to grab some of those aubergines.
Yeah.
And pop them in here because they're just looking so funky and
The mini
cute.
ones are amazing. Okay, I'm going to take the skin off this one.
Bum, bum, bum, bum. Are you starting to heat up, my friend? There we go.
There's another one.
Woohoo! I'll steal you while I can. Well
She's
done.
working
Your
fast.
stuffing skills are great. And we're going to just let these flavors blend and combine.
Beautiful. You know what I love about this dish is that it does date all the way back. It's just history in your mouth once you're enjoying it, right?
Oh, there we go. Okay, it's starting to bubble.
It's good enough for the Ottoman Empire. It's good
this
enough
is
for
this, and I
us.
always think about how difficult it must have been to cook for royalty back then.
Yeah.
How do you keep things cool? How do you keep meat fresh?
How do you let the music keep on playing?
But it was obviously how you celebrated life.
Exactly.
I hope we could have a traveling troubadour band with us all the time. There we go. Okay, that's looking great. This is going to start bubbling under now and start developing those beautiful flavors. And all you really want is the flavors to merge, for that moisture to reduce down. Pop them inside his beautiful little bath.
Nice.
And the flavors will shine.
Oh.
It is absolutely amazing what you can do if you honor the produce. And I think Turkey have been honoring beautiful produce for the longest time. Check, you've got like a whole little stuffing thing
I
in there.
do. That's for me for later.
You can just put
The chef-
that on a little bit of
The chef
flatbread.
always deserves a little
Absolutely beautiful.
something.
And then low and slow.
There you
Just
go.
let the flavors build. Imam Balyildi is especially popular along Turkey's Aegean coast, where olive oil dishes are central to everyday cooking. I would suggest something like, to understand how these flavors blend, take something like leeks, just some tomato puree and olive oil, and slow roast that in your oven. See what comes out of that. Okay, this is going to be cooking a little
Incredible.
bit. Too much, but that we're just going to let do its
Add
thing.
some parsley to yours too.
Thanks. And we're going
They
to let
kind of
that.
look like mussels, actually.
It really does. It looks beautiful, and it's amazing how once you start to see everything come
Coming
together,
together.
the taste buds just
Yeah.
activate. This is going to be truly wonderful. Do you want my
I
spatula
do,
again?
actually.
Rich, comforting, and full of history. This is my kind of cooking. Imam Balyildi captures the soul of Turkish home cooking, and exploring dishes like this has you dreaming about heading to Turkey. Let Turkish Airlines get you there. Plan your next adventure at turkishairlines.com. Bon voyage. Oh, this is making me hungry, eh?
I know, the smells alone. Oh, my goodness.
Look at it. Well done.
Thanks.
I would almost even put a little bit of moisture in there.
Where's the salt and pepper? Sugar.
Okay.
Oh man, there's so much fun being had in Cape TZ for Sheezy, and we're so glad you get to be part of the fun, beautiful family. And thank you so much for being in the building on the biggest and best breakfast show, okay? We do it like this on S3, and this is why you gotta stick around, because coming on up, Graham is gonna be taking us through House Leech in Fishhook, and we cannot wait, because my friend, there are beautiful things to be seen. And then we're also gonna be jumping on into something that I always look forward to at this time of the year. It is a dish that should always be on the table. If it's not there, you have failed. It is a gammon, okay? And it is made so differently, and this is why you gotta stick around for the recipe, because it is what I think every house needs this festive season. We're gonna be jumping on into it in a bit, but first we're gonna take a break and we'll see you after it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I'm in such a good mood and so happy to be back. I'm singing, baby. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we love that you are in the building. No matter where you are in Mzansi, it always is the TV screen that brings us together. And we always get to be spoiled a little bit in terms of how exactly we can get the best out of everything. Now, today, Graham is taking us to House Leech in Fishhook, where architect Thomas Leech walks him through a beautifully designed home that celebrates timeless architecture. Using Coral Brick, Old Cape Plain face brick, the design delivers character, durability, and lasting appeal. And trust me, it is something that you need to see. Watch this.
Sure, we are in for a treat. Welcome to the spectacular House Leech. It is beautiful, its locale is amazing, and we want to get into the design thinking that led to this completely unique space. The best person to do it, Thomas Leech, the architect and homeowner, is going to lead us down the path that led him to going all in with Coral Brick, face brick. Let's go. Thomas.
Hello, Graham.
How are you, sir? How's it going?
Good, thank you. Welcome to the Brick House.
Thank you. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hello. How are you, Mary?
Hi, Graham.
Thank you for letting us just ambush you and your beautiful space. This sparks so many different conversations in my head. I've got to ask, what was that first brief?
Graham, the idea was to have a family home for the two of us, but at the same time, for myself to be able to explore certain architectural themes and ideas. And that's what you're seeing here. It's about a space connecting very strongly to the outside, to the garden, and that you can see here, which is the sort of overt expression of brick, of concrete, of SA pine, and it's done without plaster and paint. And these are fairly humble materials which are elevated into something special.
When you look at the finished product, how does that make you feel to have the bravery to do that and then see it come together like this?
I love the rawness of the material. You know, I'm an athlete like Thomas, so I love the texture and the colors. And actually the brick inspired so much about the house. The tones of the brick informed the color of the staircase, the color of our garage. All the details that you see in the house, we would keep referring to the brick. Does it work with the brick? The bricks were our inspiration, actually.
Taking that choice, I'm sure it sounded great in principle, when in action, very different. What were some of the lessons learned, some of the challenges, and maybe the positive surprises coming out?
Made it a little more tricky for the builders, I have to admit. They had to be sort of on their game. They had to be laying the bricks very carefully. I had to control that very carefully, so that was on me. Face brick can actually be cool. There's a lovely warmth which comes out the face brick, especially sort of at night. It's got soul, and one can just feel it.
This, again, is a very difficult question to ask you. Are you happier inside or outside? What's the best view of the house?
Both, but let's show you outside. There are some really nice.
Wow. Okay. Talk to me about the character outside. What are some of the standout features for you?
Well, Graham, the composition of the house is a series of very crisp cubic forms that are expressly emphasized as such. The chimney breast behind me uses vertical coursed brickwork to emphasize the vertical nature of the bricks. We call that a soldier course.
How do you achieve that balance? What was the mindset with using the very raw materials, even the face brick, in embracing that kind of design idea?
I think that he's possibly created one of his best architectural works.
Wow.
Perhaps because he didn't have the normal sort of client limits. Although what is amazing as well is that he did this with a really small budget. So I think, you know, necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. And so many of the choices were prompted by our limited budget. But how do you create drama with a
very
limit?
little, yeah.
Now that we are so inspired for that next person down the line, walking into Corobrik, seeing face brick through a whole different lens, what advice do you have for them?
My advice would be to embrace the brick, and whatever kind of brick that you work with, to really look at those tones, because that's what really drove us so many of the choices with this house. So, you know, whether it's detail around the window or your kitchen, so it becomes your point of inspiration.
This is amazing, and that one shouldn't be getting goosebumps from looking at a house, but this is that kind of house. So thank you so much, and well done, man. Beautiful to look at, majestic to feel, the flow of energy from the mountain through this beautiful lived space with impact right through to the ocean. It is amazing what you can achieve with thoughtful design, the bravery to see it through, and of course, the right materials. Spectacular.
Oh man, listen, this is exactly what the Feel Good Breakfast Show is all about opening up your world and getting you into some of the most incredible things, particularly when it comes to things like architecture. Because friend, if you want your own home or project to achieve this level of quality, finish and longevity, make sure you visit corobrik.co.za to explore Corobrik's newly improved range of face brick, or you can just request a quote online. Corobrik is truly changing the face of face brick, and we love to see it, especially right here on Expresso. And Graham, I am so jealous of all the loveliness you got to see up close, but I'm so glad that you got to take us along. And Cape Teasy Po Sheezy, how are you doing as we get into this morning, my lovelies?
Inspired, my friend, inspired. Absolutely loved that journey. That's a beautiful part of the world. The house was exquisite and kind of gets you thinking about tackling your own projects and maybe being brave when you do that. If you're building, renovating, or just managing a project, having the right information at your fingertips can make all the difference, especially in those critical gateways. AfriSam understands that, which is why they have created Click to Go, their e-experience platform designed to put customers in control anytime that they need it.
That
Love
sounds like a good plan to me. Now, Click to Go is a secure online customer portal where you can access your AfriSam account 24 hours a day, around the clock, from managing orders and tracking deliveries to viewing important account information in real time, putting everything you need in one place.
It's right there, click away, if you will. And it's a first in the construction materials industry, in fact, and built to make planning, to make ordering and decision-making simpler, more efficient, and more reactive.
Yes, absolutely. Now, AfriSam is giving you the chance to win an amazing AfriSam hamper this festive season. All you need to do is answer this simple question: building or renovating, and need your AfriSam info on the go. What is the name of AfriSam's 24-hour customer platform?
Oh, almost said it. Almost said it again. Almost. Let us know what that answer is on Expresso's social media pages. You can even look back on YouTube right now. Make sure you enter using hashtag AfriSam and hashtag Expresso as those qualifying hashtags. You could be enjoying an AfriSam hamper that is perfect to have with you this festive season. Perfect timing at this time of the year as well. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck. All right, so we are still going to be having lots of fun. The one thing that I've been eyeing out the whole morning is a giant gammon.
Oh.
Okay, no, it was a gorgeous Clem that I've been eyeing out, but I know that Clem would bring a gammon with him, and he's brought like 9. So we are going to be cooking and creating something beautiful that you can fill your new kitchen with delicious smells as we move into the festive. Now, for me, it's the one meal that carries you from Christmas into
True, all
Boxing
the
Day.
way. New Year's even.
I'm there for that. We'll be creating that on the other side.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, we're right back in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We haven't even moved a smidgen, but if we could, I know exactly where we would be going, straight to our beds. Because you know that moment when you drift off on the couch and it feels like pure bliss? You're not the only one. You're out like a light, comfy, relaxed, happy. Then the next morning hits and suddenly your neck hurts, your back, your whole body, especially after the age of 30. It kind of, your whole body goes into full rebellion.
Whatever, girl.
It happens.
Let's talk in your 40s. Let's talk in your 40s. It's like reawakening the mummy, you know, in the scene in the mummy where they got to pour the stuff in and he's just, that's what it's like every morning, okay? I'm right there with you. The perfect example between comfort versus support. Comfort sends you to dreamland. Support decides how you feel when you open your eyes.
Right.
Think about that for a moment. And the real secret, well, you need both working together. That instant snuggle factor and steady support that lasts until the morning. This has made all the difference for me.
Oh my
all
gosh.
the difference.
Graham, I just feel like you have fallen asleep in some really odd places in your life. So please, if you could pick just one, what is the weirdest place you've ever knocked out in? A bench, a tree, somewhere unexpected in a class?
I've pretty much fallen asleep anywhere. Oh, this is it. Okay, and it's. I went with a girlfriend long ago to Westlife, and it's not that I dislike Westlife. Okay, I mean they're great guys and they're great songs, and we were in a stadium with 12,000 people screaming full tilt, and I woke up to that. Trying to figure out what was going on, why I was surrounded by. And the worst thing is we bumped into her ex-boyfriend walking down Long Street and they were like, where have you guys been? And we were like, Whistler.
Whistler. We're so
You got to do what you
cool.
got to do, yo. You got to do. But it's please not a judgment on Westlife.
No,
The
we love
music is
them.
amazing and beautiful, but it happens. Okay.
Okay. How about the first mattress you ever owned or bought? I remember the moment we did that in one of our first apartments when we moved back to Cape Town, and it was such like an adult feeling. Walking into a store, trying on all the beds, making sure that the left side doesn't affect the right side, that comfort is
Gives you
good.
different sleepers.
Yo,
Yeah.
and then making that big purchase. Oh, come on.
Do you rotate when you sleep? Are you a
I'm
single
a
lane?
starfish.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
see.
move, I flip, I turn.
I've needed to, and my son is like that as well. And often we'll end up as the family plays their checkers in the middle of the night,
Puzzle
and his
pieces.
foot will literally be in my head and my toe in my ear, and but you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, we all sleep differently. Okay, and here is the good news: Simmons are helping us get there. Every Simmons mattress is engineered with pocket coil systems that contour to your body and keep your spine aligned. How amazing is that? And that is, as I understand, the correct position to sleep in. So we've got the support part sorted, the science behind waking up feeling refreshed instead of creaky.
Oh,
and
no.
it doesn't happen instantly. You've got to actually sleep to achieve this, which is, I think, the lesson you and I need to learn.
Oh, every single day. Now, comfort is the personal part. Some people want that plush, cloud-like sink-in feeling. Others prefer something firmer. And that's why it's worth trying out firm, medium, and plush options for yourself at Simmons Retail. And you can go ahead and try it out for yourself. I mean, look at the example on screen.
You can bring your own bowling ball if you
Do
want.
it.
I don't think they'll kick you out, which brings us now to the most exciting part. I know you knew this was coming. You stand the chance of winning a Simmons King XL Sherbone pillow top bed.
My goodness.
It's amazing. Okay, simply follow Simmons on the social media streets, then reply to the competition post on the Expresso socials and tell us why you need a new bed. Don't forget to hashtag Simmons100 to qualify, and who knows, your perfect mix of comfort and support could be delivered straight to your home. Those T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good night. No, it's not good night. It's to the kitchen for the gammon. Yay.
A sanctuary for restoration defined by a bed that inspires.
So excited to get back into the kitchen because year after year when it comes to Christmas, gammon remains a timeless festive favorite. Now, Woolworths has become the go-to destination for all things gammon, from deboned cuts to ready-to-eat options, which I'm so blown away by. Now, Clem Pedro is back to delight us with a mouth-watering recipe that will quickly become the showstopper for your holiday feast. So when you say ready-made gammon, you mean it?
Yeah, because look, it's been a year.
It's been a year.
Ready to eat?
Because you know, gammon is a whole labor of love. You've got to boil
is.
it. You've got to put the cloves in with the salt. You've got.
And when I'm in the mood to do it, like I clear out like the space and I spend my day doing the traditional gammon from scratch way.
Wow.
But when I'm like really just here for the people, because at the end of the day, the festive season's about the people you spend time with.
Agreed.
I'm gonna get the ready to eat, just the heat and eat one, which is what we've done today, and it's already been sliced.
I was
so,
about to ask you, how are the perfect slices? How did they come out like this?
my job growing up was to be the carver.
Whoa.
Like my dad and I, actually both of us, the two of us, we just stand there. Mom's like, "Where's the leg?" Slicing. So
The pressure.
The fact that Woolies is slicing the gammon for you already is like a huge thing. What we've done is we've glazed it in a beautiful Seville glaze. You know, me and Seville. Special place in my heart.
Y'all are locked in.
Hola, Savia. Te extraño, te amo. This stuff is delicious, and it's the bitterness of the Seville orange that you really want, because that's what's going to kind of pair well with the sweetness of gammon.
Ooh.
Gammon is a simple, like, if you think about it, it's smoked pork, right? But the flavors are delicious, and the sweetness we can play on in a big way. Gammon and curry, by the way, South Africa, is a huge flavor combo that is amazing. But we're going to keep these a little traditional with our Seville orange, and that's already gone in. A little bit of water, thin it down, brush it over, oven. And that's what it comes out looking like. A little bit of charry, a little bit of delicious on the end.
All right, so let's get into it. What
now
are
we're
we
going to
doing?
make, so that's the gammon done. Walk away. Thanks for coming to the show.
We appreciate you.
But what we're going to do, it's the festive season, so we want to make things a little theatrical. So we're going to kind of take that and we're going to bump up the orange flavor and add a bit of theatrics, a little bit of flambe.
I love flambe and I love theatrics. What a combination.
So, pan on. Let's start off where we've got some orange juice.
All right.
Okay, that's going to go in first. Go a little bit of butter.
But more butter, more better.
There we go. And it adds a beautiful richness. Gammon is a very lean meat. The fat sits on the outside of the gammon. And if you look at the inside of the gammon, there's no fat going on in there. So play around with it. Add some extra butter. No one's going to say anything.
Not?
Okay. To that, we're going to add a little bit of thyme.
Nice.
Okay.
I've got all the time for you, Clem.
Literally all the time.
Yum.
No, not all the time.
Not all the time.
You don't want to add too much time. Thyme, if you actually put it in your hand, you can grab the thyme there and then smack it.
Ask me what time it is.
Boom!
Smacking time.
Now smell that, right? It's so perfumey.
pungent, yeah.
It just gets everywhere. If you add too much of that, it actually becomes a bit too floral, too like, oh my, with the ooh in the that. So you don't want that heavy perfume smell.
Got you.
That's enough.
All right.
Then
So what else
you're
are we
gonna
adding?
do? So your gammon's done. Everybody's at the table. Everybody's laughing. Auntie Janice is doing her thing. They're telling the same joke she tells every year. Yeah, you coming. Like everybody hands up, hands to the back. Everybody, you coming through. You're gonna come to the theatrics. Okay, cool. So. First things first, we got a bit of Dijon shire thing,
Yeah.
I like actually doing this table side, like at a fancy restaurant.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the pan away from the heat.
Oh my goodness, I'm also gonna step away.
You're gonna take it away from the heat because if you pour that, we're using brandy by the way, you can use orange liqueur. If we pour this while it's over the heat and it catches, you're standing in the direction where it's gonna happen. You also don't want it to catch. So you're gonna take it off the heat, then you're gonna add your brandy. You're gonna look them dead in the eye and you're gonna go, catch! Like that. Okay, and then but you don't look at the flame because you're used to this.
Right.
So you look at them and
are you serious?
What's going? You see?
Auntie Janice is losing her mind.
Auntie Janice is losing it. So what's happening is all the alcohol's burning off.
Wow.
And we're gonna get the beautiful flavor that's left over. And you notice that heat?
Yes.
That's why I say when you actually do this, make sure if you are gonna do a table side, the people are like
away from you.
But it's theatrical. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm looking at the screen now, how beautiful it looks on TV. Now imagine that Christmas time. Oh.
Live and exclusive.
Okay. No,
I
we're not
will
done.
tell you, I'm next covered, so I won't be able to act normal. I'd be freaking out with Auntie Janice.
Auntie Janice. The wig is coming off, the teeth are coming out shaking. Okay, so
wait a minute.
There we go. What's happened now is all that alcohol's burnt off, which is what we want. That's what actually makes this safe for kids to eat because there's no alcohol in there. Nansies. There's actually more alcohol now in the actual orange juice.
Wow.
Yeah, true story. Okay, now we're
Okay,
gonna get
we
into
said we got time, we don't got time. We got 30 seconds
Okay,
of
30
time.
seconds. It's fine. It's cool. I got this.
Yes.
A little bit of chicken stock goes in there, a little more of our Seville marmalade. Once that mixes through, once that dissolves through, all you're going to do is you're going to pour it over your beautiful gammon. Actually, serve it on the side as a beautiful sauce.
Wow, what happened to the Dijon and the honey? We're not going to
That's
do
the last thing you do. You never want to add mustard too soon because it's going to actually, the flavors like disappear. You don't want that. The last thing you add is a little bit of...
And zest as well.
A little bit of zest and a little bit of mustard. You want the freshness. That's what you want from those ingredients. Where's a Dijon? That's it. This is such a delicious sauce. Let it reduce a little bit. Let it get a little thicker. Serve it with your gammon. Serve it with stale bread. It is so good. Get the recipe, try it. It's fantastic.
Well, there you go. Find this delicious recipe on expressoshow.com. It's that simple. Plus, get 25% off any 2 gammons, festive hampers, or even turkeys. Hurry up, as today, the 16th of December, is the last day that you can shop this incredible deal. Only available in-store, and T's and C's do apply. And all of that can be found on woolworths.co.za. Happy gammon, happy Christmas. Serving for 2. This is just for us and Auntie Janice.
And Auntie Janice.
Of course.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Before we start the party, your chance to win 89 million rand if you play your Powerball. So please jump on board. You know how to do it. Get online, nationallottery.co.za. You can go in-store. You can use their mobile app, or you can just dial *120 *7529# and follow the prompts. All the best of luck. I hope that 89 million finds its way to you right now. All I want is the party to start. Zanele, please.
Oh, I've got you, my Graham. Right about now, everybody, make some noise for Noni Muji with Loputi.
Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Oh, darling, ngiyabonga, darling, ngiyabonga ngothando lwakho. Oh, lovey, ngiyabonga, sithandwa ngiyabonga ngempatho yakho. Wena ungikhombisile uthanda into enjani, ukuthandwa into enjani. Angibuyele emuva, ngihleli la ngijabulile ngawe. Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Umuntu othanda umuntu wakhe uyambona, uthi lona-ke uthanda uyaluthola. Umuntu othanda umuntu wakhe uyambona, uthi lona-ke uthanda uyaluthola. No, no, bantu banombona, uthando nje nabona kaze balibona. No, no, bantu banombona, uthando nje nabona kaze balibona. Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Loputi, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle, ngiyaklowa, nani nayibonela. Lomjolo, umphethe kahle.
Another feel-good production.